We the crew.
Yeah. The Bearded Brothers.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
No doubt. As the room fill all the way up, be sure to smash, and I mean just that, smash the like button. What's up, twin? What's good with you, man?
Man, what it do? You know what the groove is. It's your boy Twin coming in live and direct.
All the way.
All the way, man. I'm out here. I'm geeked up. You already know what it is. You smell the grass out there. You smell the grass. You know what I'm saying? You hear the clippings. You hear the glass clipping out there. You know what I'm saying? You hear the weed eater whacking. You hear the blower blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You hear the cardinals out there chirping. You know what time it is?
What time is it, man?
Hey, man, it's almost training camp time, man. So
Almost training camp time. So
Almost.
No more of me trying to capture videos of people running through the sand by themselves. They fight in the air. They waving off flies and stuff. Now I can get the real tape, man. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Yeah, Fred Warner. Oh, my bad, twin. You know
what it do, man? You know what I'm saying? Looking like Fred, baby. All pro Fred coming in. You know what I'm talking about?
Fred Warner. We're here live with Fred Warner.
Well, hello. It's your boy number 54 coming in. Let you guys know we're ready for the Super Bowl in 2023. You know what I'm saying? We finna come out here, do what we gotta do, baby.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to Sniper Gang too. We got a Sniper Gang in the house. Brandy, appreciate you so much for your love.
Hey,
she said, "Hey, Law and Twin."
Hey, you have prestige. What it do, Brandy? Remember that?
Boo.
You have prestige.
You have gained a level.
A new level.
Yeah, I've been trying to find that hook, man. You have gained a level.
Oh, talking about the gauntlet. You gotta look at the gauntlet.
Okay, so the name of the gauntlet.
Gauntlet from Nintendo 64.
Okay, I'm gonna find it. You know, sure. Yeah. It'll be one of my new drops, man. But you know, although we talked about the 2022 season is over with, and we got this.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night. No, I gave you everything I had.
Did Debo give the 49ers everything he had? Because they try to put some pressure on Debo, man, and Eagles land. Talk to me, twin. What's going on, man?
Hey, listen here, boy. They are applying that real pressure. I'm talking pressure. You know what I mean? Look. Hey, I don't know if you ever did any work with landscaping. You got that goddamn on water pressure machine.
Yeah.
Hey, they're applying that big pressure, my guy, man. Look, y'all better leave Debo alone, man. Man, look, he went up there, the old Philadelphia Eagle, whoever it is, trying to, incriminate my boy because he ain't got no time to be sitting here talking about what happened 3-4 months ago.
Man, he had 15 minutes, man. He came out with the
exactly,
yeah.
Bro, he went straight to third base, man. He ain't asked for the name or nothing. He just went straight for third base. Like, he like, listen here. Hey, introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself, man. So Debo comes in, he sit down, he said, so man, tell me about the 49ers versus the Eagles game, man. You said the next time, if Brock Purdy would have played, y'all would have won by double-digit score. He didn't even get a chance. Now you do like one of these, I'm about to sit down.
Readjust yourself.
Readjust yourself, man.
You don't want to sit on nothing, so you got to fix yourself or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Bring the seat in, look closer, readjust the headset. He ain't waste no time, bro.
I mean, Debo was like, man, I'm gone.
Hey, look, hey, bro, know how them people be on when Jordan is about to release the new J's or whatnot, say you got to do 11s, and when they open that door in Foot Locker, hey, them boys will go. I said, golly, man, leave my boy Debo alone. Man,
Debo was like, man, Debo! What is that? I ain't the smartest thing around here, man.
Hey,
smoke it. So Debo, you got knocked out.
Hey, bro, Debo said, "Ain't no, I got time for this." Look,
hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on,
man.
Look, he ain't put his arm around Debo's shoulder. He ain't asked how the kids doing. You know what I mean? You know, congratulations on the
you got Drew out here already spitting at you, man.
Oh man, Drew said Debo is soft as hell. Go to hey, what birds? No, hey, listen here.
All right, break down the birds, man. Break down the birds this offseason, man. They got rid of Javon Hargraves. He's over there now in Niners land. Break that down. Is that a good thing for y'all, or what y'all doing with it? Have you heard any news about what your defensive front is looking like? Looking like your defensive front may be the second unit in the National Football League. The number one unit will be the Cowboys, by the way. I'm just telling you right now on to your face. But go ahead, break it down, bro.
Well, I mean, you gotta believe that we number one, and we coming to repeat as the number one again. You know what I'm saying? So if we was already number one last year and we got better from last year, I think we just gonna be number one again. You know what I'm saying? And you guys know, as you're a Cowboy fan, you saw Hargrave twice a year, so you know what he can do, and you already seen the 49ers twice. You know what I'm saying? You know what we can do. You know. We ain't got to talk about that, but you know what I'm saying? So listen here, we feeling good, feeling great. Even though our defensive coordinators had left, we got he ain't a young guy, but he's a veteran. He's coming in. He's been in the league. He's been a head coach before. You saw what he did with the Carolina Panthers last year.
Who's your new DC?
Wilkes. Steve Wilkes. Yes, Steve Wilkes.
Week five, we putting 30 on him.
30?
We putting 30 on him. Week 5, but keep going.
Hey. Last time I checked, Steph Curry's in Oakland.
Well, you're going to have a mistaken identity. You're going to think he's in San Fran, you know, when it's over with, you know, because we're going to Chef Curry you. Dak about to cook against those Niners, looking for revenge.
I don't think my man cooking is some doggone ramen noodle. That is it. He got the Instacart. That's all.
He ain't got no Chad Pennington on him. Now, come on, man. You know, but I won't be like Debo. We ain't going to do no trash talking. Did you lie, Debo?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Hey, Debo said, I'm gonna let y'all live. I'm gonna let you live. You know what I'm saying? Listen here, ain't nobody got time. We talking about that last year stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, they asked Debo how his kid was or nothing like that. You know,
man, didn't let the man sit down. So, all right, break down your front and break down who we need to look for in training camp. Who's gonna be the standout guy? I know that you guys didn't have a first round pick. You didn't have a second round pick. I think that in the third round, you guys drafted a kicker, for crying out loud. So break it down, man. Talk to me about your team, fam.
Hey, man. So you guys know that similar to your team, man. Like our team is what they call front heavy. You know,
front heavy. Okay.
We got a lot of our money spent on the primary guys in each position. So pretty much what we did this offseason, we lost some of those pieces that we have had over the years, and we kind of getting these young guys to come in and field. So these guys that we got coming in, we got little journeymen from here and there, you know what I'm saying, that Austin Bryant, he's a linebacker coming in from Detroit Lions. He'll try to give us some help. You know, we're not linebacker, he's DN. Try to give us some help. We got Drake Jackson, who was our first round pick last year. He's supposed to be coming in and taking over the spot that Epicom had on the opposing side of Debo of Nick Bosa. We all know that we had this wonderful pass rusher, aka the defensive player of the year on the left-hand side. Y'all already know who that is, Nicholas Bosa. You know what I'm saying? He was out there holding it down, but he needs some help. He needs some assistance, you know what I'm saying? So we hope that this second year with Drake Jackson, our third round pick out of USC, will come in this year. He's looking better. He had that baby fat on him last year. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know how the little baby fat got a little saggy skin on him. You know what I'm saying? What do Austin B? You know what I mean? Then also you probably go see the wonderful Eric Armstead out there as well. So we hoping that we got Eric Armstead playing our D tackle. We got Hargrave playing the D tackle as well. And then you already know who we got our linebackers. We got the two best linebackers in the NFL with all pro Fred and the one and the only I come to bring the law, Dre Greenlaw coming in live in effect, ready to break somebody's neck. So, you know, that front seven is looking good, looking great. man, I can't wait to see what we're going to do. We got some other ancillary pieces, look, Khalil. We got some guys that we bringing back, but man, I'm just excited, man. We got some, man, we got them boys ready. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk about the DB room already. Our DB room looking good as well.
Right.
Man, we got the 2 best safeties in the National Football League, all pro Huff. You know what I'm saying? We got Gibson.
Okay.
Alternate Pro Bowler, you know what I'm saying?
So you claiming alternates now, man. You know what I mean? That's what you doing. You claiming it all, socks and draws.
Socks, draws. Listen here, anything I can get, I'm trying to go get it. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man. All right. So basically your team is looking to get back into that number 1 defensive front or defensive I guess in general, number 1, number 2. What the Cowboys did this offseason, we re-solidified a lot of things. We looked at what happened last year. We had hesitancy on stopping the run. We went and solidified that with a big Mozzie. We drafted him in the first round. He's a big guy that can move stuff out of the way. He may not get a lot of gaudy sacks. You're right. But he's going to help everybody else eat. It's kind of like my guy. Remember back in the days, Richard Stewart. Stu! Shout out to him, man. Stu!
What up, my fellow Bang Bang Niner gang? What it do?
Yeah.
You know who your boy is. Your boy is 49er. Go and tell everybody.
Yeah, he's 49er guy, but he was the one that's, take the rumble pack. He'll take one for the team. So everybody needs somebody to take one for the team, and that's what we did with Mozzie. Hopefully also with Jonathan Hankins, he will be back into the fold this year. Remember, everybody that's watching, big Jonathan Hankins, he wasn't here last year during training camp. So hopefully like week 1, week 2, we'll have a faster start than what we had last year, and defenses normally pick up around week 4, week 5. Oops, who we play week 5?
Who are you ready for them boys week 5?
I mean, we got no choice but to.
That's the question.
We got no choice but to.
Hey, do you want that smoke this early in the season?
Oh man, come on, man. Look. How much? How many shots you want to put on that, man? You know what I'm saying?
You want that smoke early in the season, man?
Man, read that super chat, man. Read that super chat, man. Read that super chat.
On Marble, look. Hey,
read that super chat for your boy. You know what you say?
Purdy, y'all QB twin or Darnold. Hey, for the Cowboys, y'all better hope Purdy ain't got dog on QB, because you know what he do? He get W's, got dog it. But nah, for real, man. At this moment in time, Purdy is still recovering from his UCL surgery in the elbow.
Right.
Everything is coming along fine. His numbers are. His rehab is looking good. Right now he's in Florida throwing with his QB coach.
Right.
And he's on pace to come out and be our quarterback week 1, unless he has some type of, slip up or.
So you mean to tell me Trey Lance, Sam Darnold, and whoever else that you guys got as the ancillary quarterback, they're going to be getting those first team reps? How's that split up? How's that's going to be building a continuity and rapport with your boys out there? So who's getting first team reps? 2 more weeks from now when y'all open up training camp?
Well, Trey Lance will probably get the first team reps, following by Sam Darnold. And then we have Brandon Allen, who was the backup to Joe Burrow last year. He's our third QB. We got a really good QB room, far as, we got veterans with Sam Darnold, and then Brandon Allen. He's 30-some years old, so he's been in the league like 8+ years. And this is a 6th year for Sam Darnold. So our QB room is looking good, very mature. Then you have Trey Lance coming into his 3rd year. The word out of camp is that he's looking good. I know you heard Debo Samuel talking over there with them Eagles saying, yeah, Trey has grew and has shown that he has grown significantly over this last spring break. You know what I mean? So he's looking good as well in camp. So our QB position is pretty much looking good either way we put it. Whether it's Brock Purdy coming back, he has we have seen what he could do, and then we have Trey Lance. He hasn't had a lot of games to play, only 3.5 games, but we have saw glimpses of what he has done or what he's able to do, and why he was drafted as the number 3 pick overall in 2021. So we got my boy Trigger Trey coming back live in effect. You know what I mean? Oh, throwing out here dimes with Jeff Christensen, who is the QB coach of the one and only Patrick Mahomes. So he out there getting in with one of the GOATs QB coaches, you know what I mean? Because he want to be good. He want to learn from the best. So in order to learn from the best, you got to do what? You got to train with the best.
You got to either learn from the best or you got to beat the best in order to be the best, right?
For sure.
So I didn't know that. So that's a good tidbit. So this is Pat Mahomes, quarterback coach, right?
Jeff Christensen, yes, sir.
Do you got his number? I got a quarterback over here.
No.
Not saying if I got needed, but I just want to know. Hey, he just made some good stuff rub off on him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It wouldn't hurt.
Say it again. It won't hurt because we're trying to get better. Every year you try to get a little better than you was the year before. Even the greatest working on their mechanics throughout the offseason. It's not a knack on Dak.
Hey man, hold on, man. How you gonna throw shade at the man? You know that man. That man been playing football in the National Football League for 8 years now, and you gonna call him Doc. But I feel you though. But I'm gonna tell you though, to the tick, to the talk, Dak, he gonna be on the right clock this year. Those are bars brought to you by Law Nation Sports. But I would say that it would never hurt to reach out to Pat Mahomes, quarterback coach. Not saying that Dak Prescott need him, you know what I mean? Hey, come on. But I would say this. I saw a snippet of that documentary. And one thing I do like, and it's on Netflix, is Quarterback Something series. I just saw a snippet of it. I ain't started watching it. Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
And that Pat Mahomes versus the Raiders. Trash talking. Dude was trash talking to him. And he said, all right, I'll show you. I said, man, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Man, I don't like that, man. What is he doing? I love it, man, because getting into the face of a defensive front guy, you know what I'm saying? And saying, all right, yeah, watch what I do. I said, dang, Pat Mahomes and his Kermit the Frog voice was out there, man.
Hey,
I can't even. My voice too deep to mimic Kermit the Frog, but he was out there and Kermit the Frog voice in the face of a defensive player. I said, man, I'll take that one to the bank, man.
Hey, bro, not only was it a defensive player, it was an all-pro, I believe, or you talking about Max Crosby?
Yeah. Y'all put that defensive player down, man. That he did that too, man. I said, God dang.
Ain't no rinky-dink person, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody who can go out there and get the quarterback, and he don't take snaps off, you know what I'm saying? He went up there and was like, hey, Pat Mahomes, he dropped them balls like this. He dropped, right? He dropped them. Hey, doggy. You got the right one today. Hey.
I said Pat Mahomes with Kermit the Frog voice had Andy Reid talking about. Andy Reid was like, hey man, chill out, man. We got some Gatorade, Powerade, you know what I'm saying? We got some Delaware Punch for you, man. Chill on out, man. We even got some Crown if you need some, man. Come on, man. Sit on down, man.
And the crowd is going, sit down, Pat. Look, my man Pat Mahomes thought he was down there with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. Hey, he said he want all the smoke.
He want all the smoke, man. I said, God dog, look at Kermit the Frog, man.
Hey,
so I like a little moxie, man. Not saying that my quarterback don't do that, but what you trying to say, man?
I mean, listen, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
What you trying to say, man?
That might go to mass 3 days, 3-4 days a week, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, hey, come on with it, man. I got Pablo, man. He said DC for life, not for short. What's up, Law and Twin? Give a beard tip, man. All right, go ahead, give one of your beard tips, fam.
Hey man, beard tip. Man, listen here. That beard is probably growing for this year. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that more massive, man. God, oh man. That boy, he didn't just not catch me. He caught me and passed me.
Hey,
talk to him, man. Talk to him though.
Look, that joker is growing on its own, my guy. It has a freaking. It need to get its own Instagram page or something. You know what I mean? So y'all can continue to, but anyway, beard tip of the day, man. Make sure you clip your ends. I know we hear this when it comes to the ladies all the time. Big ups to all the beautiful ladies that are out there watching. Hello, salute to you all, beautiful ladies. We thank you guys for tuning in to the Bearded Bro podcast. We know we see you out there, but they can tell you that clipping your ends are important. Sometimes you got split ends that are damaged, and that doesn't allow the hair follicles to grow straight. They begin to split, so therefore
it splits all the way down to the root.
Down to the root. You know what I'm saying?
So old folks say the root. They don't say root. That's 2 minutes. The root. They get right to the root.
Hey, all down to the root. And what happens with that is that it makes your hair follicles thinner. You know what I mean? And so then it's easy to do what? Break. So with breakage, your hair can't necessarily continue to grow. So what you need to do is, I say about once a month, get you a comb, whether it's a nice, whatever comb you may use. I have to use a longer comb, but you kind of stretch your hair out and, you snip, you know what I mean? Get you a nice
but you got to, boy, we can go into more details of it. You got to give more context. Do you do that on a dry beard, clean beard, wet beard, straight out of the shower? See how long they go? Because somebody now could be listening right now. Hey, I'm clipping mine right now.
Hey, you said give it a tip, and I was about to say I just gave it a tip, bro. Say,
free game. You don't want to give all the game away. Hey, you got to go purchase the beard book, man. It's coming soon, y'all. The Bearded Brothers book is coming out soon.
Hey, bro, your kids better be in bed. Look. First, my man just said he wants the tip. Now my bro say he trying to say give more. He say give more.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Bro, you just said
Mr. Nasty kind.
Hey, I know it's
but let me just say this, man. Let me just say this right quick. What time it is? It's 8:45 right now. All right. So most everybody, this is not a PG-13. But if they can fill in the blanks, then they already know. Then either when you say I'm just gonna give you the tip, do you only give the tip?
Well, right. So this is Wagon Wednesday brought to you by
we renege all the time. Hey, I just want to get just gonna give you the tip.
Hey man, I just want to get my foot in the threshold. That's it, man. I just want to get my foot in the dough. You know what I'm saying? My man say he just said give a tip out here, bro.
I want me some glory hole.
Oh God. Oh God.
All right, let me try to get out of this, man. Let me try to change up the subject, man.
Out this pretzel, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, for you guys, look, make sure you take care of your beard. Go look up different ways to trim your beard, man, for maintenance, and so you can continue to get a full, nice, healthy beard that's growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, y'all, you replace. Look, these shift. I guess this is a question for you, Twin.
Oh, God. Help me, Lord.
He said y'all replace. I don't even know how to say that name. McGlinchey.
Yes, sir.
And what about the rest of the line? So break that down. Is he a left guard, right guard? What is he?
Right guard. So you know the dude. Right, look, hey, I don't want to bring this up, but this man put this on film, and not only did he put it on film, he put it on the national television. Listen here, you know that clip. If you don't have this clip, here's a 10,000 views. You know that clip last year when Michael Parsons was playing against the 49ers.
Oh, the guy that the guy. Oh, yeah.
That guy where
that's him.
That guy, y'all know if you Dallas Cowboy fan, you see when Michael Parsons turned to God doggone Reggie White, and he yeet in the big boy number 66, he started tumbling like a god doggone tumbleweed in Las Vegas, boy. Man. Yeah, man. So he up out of here, man. He down somewhere in Denver, but we got this guy named Colton McKivitz who's going to come in and replace him at the right guard position. He has been the alternate for the 49ers for some years right now.
Right.
But he's coming in and he's going to replace him. But other than that, our offensive line kind of pretty much is intact with everybody else that they had last year. So we still got the best left tackle in the league. Y'all know who that is. We don't even say his name. You know what it is, right?
Oh man, that's Trent Williams. But when you break down Trent Williams, because he's getting long in the tooth, there are some things that I heard that may be trickling into this next season. So can you break down? You think he can still play at that level heading into his third or fourth season with the 49ers? You think that is it time to replace him, or you guys cool, calm, and collected with the old man over there?
Well, honestly, I believe that in my opinion, I think we have to prepare, or I believe we've already are preparing to replace him. Even a Trent Williams is playing at a B level is still better than probably 93% of the National Football League. But the last 2 years, he has had some injuries with his ankle and his right leg area. He's been, got a little gimp, like a little limp, but thank God that he's still able to go out there and play, especially when he's finna get paid big bucks this year. I think he's probably get paid up to like 18 to 20 some $million this year. So he finna get some bread. So if you tell the offensive lineman he about to make 20 some $million, I think up to like this is the year he get that big part of the contract. So he coming in, make sure he do some work. But I believe we probably need to start looking for somebody else to replace him coming up real soon.
No doubt, man. We got a guy by the name of Tyron Smith, who, when I look at it and I think of it, I think of the same thing. I think of when I look at Trent Williams, I look at the fact that he came from the Washington team and they were worried about him. He kept getting injured, right? So when I look at my guy, Tyron Smith, he's been injured. Similar to your boy Trent Williams. Now, both of those guys, when they hang up the cleats, I'm thinking it's going to come with a pair of gold jackets. I would say this with my guy Tyron Smith, when healthy, when on the field, he's still playing at above average level. Not going to say extreme elite level, but it's above average. So when you saying above average, that's still better than what we have out there. Now, we got a guy by the name of Tyler Smith that we can all foresee to say that he's going to replace Tyron Smith, right? But still, I have to contextualize that Tyler Smith, he still allowed 6 sacks. He still allowed 13 penalties. And he's still green. Now, I'm betting that he will be better than what he was, last year as a rookie. But at the same time, it's Tyron Smith's job until he goes hurt, or get hurt. And that's just how I perceive it, or that's how I view it. So my front five will be Tyron, Tyler, then Tyler Biotish, Pro Bowl alternate, if you want to say that, Zach Martin, and then Terrence Steele. But we'll find out in the next 3 weeks on how my Cowboys will formulate their offensive line and philosophy.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, we have Trent Williams, we have Aaron Banks, and then on the other side, and on the other side, we do have, like I said, McKivitz and Buford, so Spencer, and then we got Jake Brendel as our center, So Colt McKivitz has been with us for like 4 years now. He's been able to come in and play those swing positions whenever we need be, when somebody gets down or get hurt. I think we keeping him because of the speed. We run that zone scheme, so you got to have somebody go out there and boogie. He's not that big. One thing, again, our 49ers are not that great at pass protection. That's probably why we don't pass that often. But we do need that speed, the ability to understand spacing and gap schemes, and that's why we do have Colt McKivitz coming in there. So we have pretty much the same group from last year, which is always important.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand that when you talk about the offensive line, one of the number one things that you need is cohesion. You need chemistry, and you need just overall somebody with high IQ. Well, not somebody, a group of individuals that know how to play off one another and have high IQ. So I thank God that we have pretty much the same team. Everybody that's on there this year has been there since last year as well. So that's very important. It might not be the biggest name. I do hope that we look into that in free agency or in the draft next year to go get somebody. But until then, for some reason, we don't like drafting offensive linemen at all, for real.
Man, let me just say this. Out of all of the languages in the world, you chose to speak facts. And the reason why I say that is when we start talking about offensive line, so many people can talk about, hey, this guy's all pro, this guy's spectacular, this guy made so many Pro Bowls, but you are only strong as your weakest link. And we all know that when you have a scheme in place with that wide zone run stretch scheme that you guys do and putting people in right places, the reason why you guys are still respectfully top 5 in rushing every year is because of scheme principle, right? Kyle Shanahan has developed a situation whereas Trent Williams is your only guy.
For sure.
He's your only guy.
But
you still figure out ways to win with a below average offensive line. I'm saying this respectfully, below average offensive line and an average to below average quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not dogging Brock Purdy because the kid, he stood tall in the games, right? But I'm talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm talking about even when Jimmy went down, you guys figure out ways to still win. Now I can hear my ears are burning up right now. What you mean, Low? What you mean? Average to below average quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Dak. I hear all of those folks, but sometimes you can fall into a right scheme and you don't have to put it all on the quarterback. You have a system in place. What's your thoughts on the way Kyle Shanahan come up with his scheme and system?
Man, well, as we know, Kyle Shanahan creates his system for somebody to come in and not be the reason why the team win. He's the reason why they say afloat, though. So he made sure he made it dummy proof. He don't want nobody to come in and have all the responsibility on their head. That's why we see the dynamic pieces around Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, Sam Darnold, or Jimmy Garoppolo, whoever the quarterback is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so our big thing is that he's so good at scheming up plays, getting players open. Like, again, his ability to have these guys wide open. There's not defenders 3 to 4 yards near a wide receiver when they catch the ball.
Can you say that? Oh my goodness! Hold that thought because I'm gonna pay these bills right quick. We got Patrice. Appreciate you. Welcome to Cowboys Nation, twin. She got much love for you. You know what I'm saying? She put the right colors of hearts in the chat, by the way. You know what I'm saying? No red hearts today, y'all. Let me see those silver, white, or blue hearts in the chat. Appreciate her. Thank you so much for your love. She's part of the sniper gang. She is. She is part of the sniper gang.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. And I got another one by Ernest. He says, hello, Law, the best Cowboys content. How about them Cowboys? Have a blessed one. Appreciate you, dog. He's not a sniper.
Double E, baby.
Yes, indeed. So can you break down, not fiction, but facts, man? I need to know what is that? The average yards of separation when receiver catch? Because we had the worst separation amongst all wide receivers in the National Football League. We were ranked 32nd. So explain that to me. Explain it to me.
Pretty much what this means is that when the quarterback is throwing on target, the wide receiver, if you put him in, like if there's a dot in the whole circumference of the dot, there's at least 3 to 4 yards that there's nobody around. So a lot of times you be having a defender able to have his hand in the view of the wide receiver, or he's coming over and he's trying to swat the ball away, or he's in very close proximity to not only tackle quickly after the receiver catch the ball. We're trying to tell people that once our guy catch it, he can catch the ball, look left, look
and he
right.
Still had 3 to 4 yards. How is that even possible, man?
Hey, my man be scheming. Stay scheming. You know what I'm saying? He be scheming them. You know what I mean? So if you guys look at, I believe it's next gen stat, it had Brock Purdy and Jimmy Garoppolo with like 69.9% far as I don't know if it's on target rating or something like that, but it was
what is so I'm gonna type it out. I'm gonna Google it while you're talking. What is
I can't remember the exact words. I have to go through my screenshots to kind of pick it back up. So don't quote me on that. But You'll find it on Next Gen Stat. It tells you that some type of EPA or something. It might be the EPA system. You know, they got all of these
all these doggone systems. Yeah,
these systems right now, they kind of get me confused. But what I'm pretty much saying is this, guys. If you ever watch basketball and if you see Steph Curry with the ball, and then you see like 3 people come, and then he throw the ball to Klay Thompson, or he throw the ball to Draymond Green in the corner, and ain't nobody around, and they wide open. Majority of the time when the 49er receivers or pass catchers out the backfield get the ball, a lot of times there's not too many defenders around. This is why we continue to be one of the top teams when it comes to yak, because Kyle scheme up these plays so often. And George Kittle talked about this during Tight End University, where he was telling people how Kyle would call certain plays just to set up the defense, even sometimes probably get not negative yards, but really not big yards to gain, with the understanding that he's setting up these other plays, which will give us big plays. Because even though we're not a big vertical passing team, I think we were like number 3 in the league of explosive plays over 20 to 25 plus yards.
I have it here. And then I'm just typing in most yards of separation average. And number 1 is Kansas City. Number 2 is Miami Dolphins. Bills, number 3. San Fran, number 4. And the Eagles, they're number 6. They're number 6 on the list.
Yeah, I don't think that I say that might not be the proper.
It may not be the actual name of it, but I just
but yeah,
separate the yards.
When I definitely find it though, I definitely send you the info because I got it somewhere. But yeah, man, like Cal be scheming up, you know what I'm saying? And so again, he's a guy who's make sure that the wide receivers are put in good positions to catch the ball and do something afterwards. He doesn't put everything on the quarterback's back, and that's why we run the ball so often as well, to make sure that this game is not predicated on what the quarterback do. We may throw the ball 20 to 25 times. Kyle just don't want the quarterback to turn the ball over. And he says, you let your skilled players go out there and make the play. So it's Debo, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, CMC, Kyle Juszczyk. Y'all go out there, you take it, and y'all do what y'all do. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man. We got some more super chats. I got Perry Locke, man, with the super chat. He's one of the sniper gangs, too. He be in the shades, man. He be knocking them out, man. He says, Law and Twin, I love the brotherly love. It's going down this year. Great combo, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, he automatic with it, man. So let me just break this down. Last year we went player for player, like who's better or what have you. And I remember year before last, that's when you got into it with my guy Cohesion, you know, over Cedric Wilson. And he was giving a lot of love to Cedric Wilson over Debo, like it was like you got really pissed off in my guy.
Some type of competition where Steady after Steady was in that after Steady was in the Cowboys stadium, he was doing like this. I can't see.
Man, I mean, if people really go back and look at that game, and I'm not blaming Jerry Wayne Jones, but that damn sun was in Cedric Wilson's eyes. You know how it says, I can't see the rain against my window. He couldn't see in the ball like that. Cedric was like, man, is this supposed to be for me? You know, for me, yeah, it's for you.
Hey, look,
I mean, I'm gonna just drop this one, man.
Hey, look, bro, Jared Jones is the reason why these new cars got that panoramic roof on it. You know, they saw the god dog on the Cowboys stadium. They got inspired.
Man, they got inspired.
They got
real,
inspired.
man.
They say, look, I'm just going to do like the Tesla. Just take the whole ceiling off this joker. You know what I'm saying?
But I said all of this to say this, man, and I hope, you know, I don't want you to look at it like me just trying to be in front of my team now. But I got to say this, dog. I think Brandon Cooks can give Brandon Ayuk a run for his money. I still think that my guy, hear me out, put the butter knife down. My guy, CeeDee Lamb, can still give your guy a run for his money, Debo. You might got a leg up on us on tight end, but I think we catching up on you guys for skill sets on the wide receiver side.
Okay, I could dig it. You know, you guys are getting there. You know what I mean? We gotta have a guy named Third Down in Jawan. So only thing he does on
I
third
think
down,
that Jawan versus a healthy Michael Gallup. I think Michael Gallup got him now.
well,
If he's healthy,
if he's healthy. But one thing we know about Jawan is not only is he healthy, this is the thing that people got to realize when it comes to football. It's not only about your skill set that you can do on the field, but see, people don't know behind the scenes. Jawan Jennings is loopy. He ain't got them all. So see, when before the game, he brings this little mentality like, bro, I'm ready to go out there and snatch somebody's soul. You know what I'm saying? So he's one of the best blocking wide receivers in the National Football League alongside with Brandon Ayuk. So now we got to really get back to the nitty gritty of the thing where you're talking about.
We'll keep talking. I'll be right back. Give me some water. I'll be right back.
You good? I got you. You know what I'm saying? Solo. So what I'm going to tell you guys as, you know, Dallas Cowboys 49ers fan is this. Y'all got some good wide receivers, but one thing we got some dogs who whenever we see a play out there, whether it's a run or pass, our guys go out there and they block. They pass block and they run block. So that's another thing you guys got to realize when it comes to you guys implementing that zone scheme a little bit more, that wide zone. You got to have your wide receivers out there willing to stick their nose in the middle of somebody's chest, you know what I'm saying, and go out there and block some people. That's how you get the 20-yard run or the 20-yard screen pass out the backfield to continue to get deeper and deeper to make it a big explosive play. So I think you guys do have a better wide receiver core this year. I know everybody's going to say that Michael Gallup was coming off an injury, and I understand that. I think he is a good deep threat as far as what he can do catching the ball down the field with Michael Gallup. I also believe this, that you guys got Tony Pollard, who hasn't necessarily been the number one back for the Dallas Cowboys. You guys have been blessed with Ezekiel Elliott for the last, since 2016, I believe.
No doubt.
So this is his first time having the number one rep. And so I think we have the advantage in the backfield as far as CMC. And then we have Elijah Mitchell as well, who was almost a 1,000-yard back his rookie year as well. And then we have this another guy named Jordan Mason, who averages 6.0 yards per carry, and he's a nasty guy back there in the backfield. So I like all the individuals we got bringing out the backfield against the Dallas Cowboys, not to mention Kyle Juszczyk as well.
So I left off on the reason why, you know, our top three now wide receivers can be giving you guys a run for your money, juxtaposed to what we had last year. So you broke that down on your wide receivers collectively, right? And your skill players like your running backs or what have you.
Bro,
right?
just so you know, I mentioned the importance of your wide receivers loving to block. That's one of the things I'll make that distinction was not only, you know, Michael Gallup may have some more catch, like his route tree is a lot better than Jawan Jennings, but when it comes to blocking, you know, Jawan Jennings blocks. Not only that, Brandon Ayuk, he blocks. And not only does he block, he loves to block. He loves the physical contact of blocking. So even though they can do some things maybe deeper down the field that the 49ers don't do, I know for sure that you guys don't sit there and block the way that our guys block.
Well, I can say CeeDee Lamb is a hell of a blocker, man. He's a great guy, and he's a sneaky blocker. No, we're going to miss out on Noah Brown's blocking. I ain't going to even lie. We're going to miss out. He was a hell of a blocker. But when I look at Gallup, he don't whiff on his blocks. The only person that I would have to look back on is Brandon Cooks. I'd never looked at his blocking capabilities. And then we do have another guy by the name of Jalen Tolbert. I'm going to have to go back and look at his blocking. But I think when I did look at it when he was in college at Alabama, he was a willing blocker. He wasn't a grindy blocker guy. So I'll double back on that. So I agree with that, man. But as long as we don't have to worry about kickers, man. I mean, not kickers, but drops of balls. Because if Noah Brown was still here and any of those wide receivers were still here and keep dropping the ball, I was going to ask them to call up these girls right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. Hold on, bear with me, man, because I'm going to show you right quick that this drill right here, we need to figure out a way to make this an NFL drill, man, because these people, man, they catching everything, man. I was sitting there like, God, dog, what? I said, what is this? What kind of game is this, man?
Oh God.
God dang.
Bro, they throwing that thing too.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, not only are they throwing it, it's in close proximity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man, like watch this, man. Listen to the sound of it, man. Hey, Noah Brown would have dropped all of them balls, man.
Hey.
What the world going on with this one?
They some real ones though. They're the ones you can go hang out with, man. Like you look, they're the cool ones right there, bro. You go out there and play with them. Look, they for real, for real.
They real on it, man.
Hey, I think they never got out playing dodgeball, boy.
Man, dodgeball. Hey, you catch it, you supposed to be out, man.
Hey,
I can see my guy James Washington. He would have been out the first play, the first throw that close.
Lee, bro.
Hey man, I guess if you drop it, you're out, man. God dog, man.
Lee, bro. Look, I ain't never seen that sport before, but
I said, man, when I saw that on my highlight reel, I said, man, shoot, they need to have that drill. If I was a wide receiver coach, we would have that drill at the end of practice every day.
Especially if you're on the hands team, you catching a swivel kick or something like that, bro. Listen here, I'm need them girls out there front and center, man. They got some
my bad. Somebody said, man, those ain't girls, those dudes. Whoever they are, shoot. Put a helmet on.
Not no dude, bro. Man, listen here. Now listen, I know it's 2023, man. And I know something.
Hey, twin, like you even get me canceled over here, man. I just started YouTube, man.
I know some things can be deceptive in 2023 now. Bro. Get them young ladies some credit, man.
They get them credit. They the all hands team. You know what I'm saying?
Team, man.
Somebody said pause.
My man said that JB boy said do some boys for real, bro. Oh no, man. Hey, look, JV, man, you got to send me something in the DM with they.
But low key, man. When you look at it, man, they some soldiers though. They some flat out soldiers too. Cause see, man, you throw that ball at me like that, all right. We throwing some hands next. You know what I'm saying?
Man, JV, man, if them some man, oh man, next subject, man. Look, JV, man, say it ain't so, bro.
Come on now, dog.
JV, hold on, bro. Y'all, are y'all for real? Don't give me, hey
man, you got a Niner guy, man. Go ahead and read that, man. What he said, man.
This is my boy John V, man. John V, make sure you plug your YouTube channel, man, in the chat for real, man. This is my boy John V. What's good, fellas? First time stopping by. Just want to show some love and support for my fellow 49er twin and his brother. Y'all killing it, and I enjoy it. Great conversation. I'll see you around, twin. For sure, for season. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Bang, bang, Niner game. My boy John, him and some of his homies from school, when they were in high school, they get together, him and the two other guys, and they just chill and hang out, man, talk sports too as well, man. So I always love it when the fellas can get together and they lead the kids and stuff alone. They get to hang out and just I think it's called locker room talk, if I believe.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Yeah. So week 5, you and him can be hip holding that L together. So I remember him. Tell hit me up week 5, man. Come on.
Yeah. Man.
Hey, my guy Stelios, man. He hit me up, twin.
What's that, yo?
You remember that stuff that drink he was drinking on broke the internet? It was so strong. He gonna bring it to me.
Oh my God!
He trying to take the law out, man.
He said Appalachian moonshine, blackberry, bro.
Man, he trying to take me out of the game, man. He trying to kill me, man.
What's the ingredients?
I'm definitely gonna pop this cap right now, man.
What's the proof on there, Brody? What it look like?
1,000,000 proof, man. I'm gonna see what this.
What that thing look like? 70? 49?
Man,
it better not be under 30.
Man, anytime, look, I don't even know when it don't have the proof on it, and it says refrigerated after open. I don't know,
Nah,
man.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And then it's from the Appalachian dog. Appalachian, come on, man.
Well, we will see. Look, you're gonna have to take it out this year. You know what I'm saying? You got to check it out because I ain't gonna be the one who messing up these games. So you might catch that week 1. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Stuff. I ain't never had that before though, boy.
Nah, I ain't never even had moonshine, man. You know what I'm saying? You
sure? Because
I had that Everclear.
No, we had moonshine. Yeah, you and D-Dub. Me and D-Dub we didn't have the moonshine.
We had that Bin Laden. Maybe y'all put that moonshine in that Bin Laden.
Now we had some moonshine too. Yeah. Well, I was a little more, on that deep end.
Yeah, D-Dub. Shout out to D-Dub, man. He was doing crazy stuff, man. Like we'll play a pool game. He had a pool table in his house. Quick story, y'all. This joker will say, for every shot you miss, you gotta take a shot. I said, God dog. Every shot you miss. God dog, man. And every shot the other person make, you gotta take a shot. I said, man, God dog.
It was just a drinking game, pretty much.
Man, if you just want to drink, man, come on, man.
Just lined up 9 shots to just take them all. That what it looked like.
Every shot you miss, you gotta take a shot, and every shot you make, you gotta take a shot. I said, man, God dog, man.
Bro, look, listen here. You gonna be leaning on the moon like you in the love seat, boy. In a minute, you gonna go high five Jesus.
Hey man, not to veer off from the conversation, but back to the Cowboys and back to the Niners. Talk to me, bro, about the statement. If you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none. So if Trey Lance is that dude, right, the redeemer of good faith with your quarterbacks over there, what the hell are y'all going to do with Brock Purdy? Or what you going to do with Trey Lance? You can't have 2.
All right, now I'm gonna tell you.
Break it down, man. Break it down. Who do you want to be your starting quarterback for the 49ers?
I'm gonna need y'all help in the chat for real. Now listen here, man. I know all y'all are some Dallas Cowboys fans, mostly in the chat.
I think collectively, my people, we love football. You know what I'm saying?
And I know y'all love football, and I know, unfortunately, the last couple games the last games y'all had to watch play against us. But I'm just saying it to say this. I need y'all to give me your analysis, your wholehearted analysis of what you think of Brock Purdy. Now, I don't know if you guys just watched the last game between the Cowboys and the 49ers. I hope some of you guys have been some football fans and may have watched some of the teams that you thought you would play, in the playoffs and maybe looked at what they were doing throughout the season. I need to have a outside,
and I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first on what I think of Brock Purdy.
But for real, I need y'all to keep it a bean, keep it a buck. Like, tell me, because we have this internal, I'm not even gonna say fight, but we have a lot of internal discussions about what Brock Purdy is and what he's done. And is he a guy that you're going to say over the next 7 to 8 years he's our franchise quarterback, or do y'all believe he was a guy who went in there, he played well, but you don't necessarily think he's going to be a guy who could carry a team if we don't have all these weapons surrounding him? I need to understand.
All right. I'm gonna say this. All right, because I don't have nothing but a few tapes on Trey Lance, but from what I can see from Brock Purdy, he is a quarterback. They got this right here. He takes command of the team. Number 1. Number two. The coach himself gave him 1 to 2 reads. And if the third read is not there, take it away, right? So I look at it from here. When his name was called to step in to a game, there are 2 throws that is permeated on my mind. One, when he was flushed out to the edge, and I don't know the exact game, but he stretched out D and he got on his legs almost and threw the ball. Do you remember that? Knee didn't hit the ground under that. Do you remember that throw? And it was, you remember it was to the edge?
They threw it to did he throw it in the end zone?
He threw it in. It was a big play, but he escaped and evade, and he was able to get that ball out to the edge. And I said, damn. And then he had another big defining play. I think it was against the Seattle Seahawks in the playoff game. He rolled to his right, threw across his body, and it was a touchdown. Deep throw. You remember that throw?
You got a couple deep throws.
Yeah, but I'm talking about that was a good defining play that I was able to see out of him. And I said, if you take those two plays and say, okay, how can I build around that? Let me not put too much on him. Let me still continue to build around him and continue to make it 1 or 2 reads. And then when he's flushed, throw it away, then it's okay. I think that he can manage the game better than what we've seen out of Jimmy Garoppolo if given the amount of time. I'm not saying that he's already surpassed Jimmy Garoppolo and all of those other boys, but what I'm seeing here is that when the play is called in for him, he's going to take the check down to touchdown. He's going to figure it out, and he's not going to sit back to lose you the game. I look at it that he's going to play comfortable enough for you to win the game. That's how I look at Brock Purdy.
So do you see him as do you see him as the person that could lead this team for the next 7 to 10 years? So that's what I'm asking you. Does he, after the 7 games he didn't play, 8 including the the Philadelphia game, do you believe he's a guy that could lead your team for the next 7 to 10 years?
Here's what I think out of Brock Purdy. It's not enough evidence that he will. It's not enough evidence that when they make him play left-handed, that he would stand tall. I don't see that part of it, but I do see when it's time for him to manage the game, to do what he need to do, he can win you games. He can keep your team afloat. I don't know if he can come back if they're down by 3 touchdowns or what have you and win you a game, but I don't think that your offensive coordinator or your coach puts you in those type of predicaments. But go ahead.
No, because that's what we need to know, because, like, again, there's a lot of internal fighting going on. I mean, Brock Purdy, if you look at his numbers as a rookie quarterback, he had some all-time numbers, you know. I think he had 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He threw for, like, you know, I forgot how many yards he threw for, but he threw for a lot of yards, you know what I'm saying? Well, not a lot of yards, man. I think it was like 1,800 and some change, you know what I mean? Average 214 yards per game as far as passing per game. I don't know his total average, but I do know that. Also, I just need people to know that 7 games, to me, is still not long enough for somebody to say you have the keys to the franchise. I don't believe so yet.
Right.
There's people internally in the 49ers. This is a big issue. Y'all know probably if you watch the 4-letter networks, it's always coming up. Next to the Cowboys, the 49er quarterback situation. Who's going to be the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers?
He played well enough for you not to say he's elite, and he played well enough for you not to call him trash. You can't call him that. You know. Go ahead.
And I've heard that with Jimmy G. People say Jimmy's not trash, but he's not elite. So what we're trying to understand is the 7 games solidify you as the guy that we can say we don't have to see what Trey Lance is. We've seen enough in Brock Purdy to go forth and name him our franchise starting quarterback. So that's the only thing, man. I like to see what other people in the chat. I'm loving what somebody are, saying. I'm looking at Brian Bruford said Purdy equal Cooper Rush.
Here's what I'm gonna say this though. Trey Lance he's more athletic. Trey Lance got a stronger arm. Trey Lance in a situation, I know people going to say that he's not, but he is. He's a hell of an accuracy quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He can pinpoint and accurate throw that ball. So my only thing is we can say all of those things about Trey, right? He wasn't drafted in the first round by mistake, but the problem is he's still this right here.
Simply because you don't have evidence that something does exist does not mean that you have evidence that something doesn't exist.
That's just what it is.
Hey, you gotta send that to me. I need to get that text out. I'm putting it on my goddamn.
That there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
That's just what Trey is. You don't know what you got. But you know what you got out of Brock Purdy.
You know we got in Brock Purdy. But also, man, like, let's keep, me, I'm a context guy, man. I love football, and I love looking at these things contextually. When you look at what Brock Purdy did, he was exceptional at what the 49ers asked him to do. But I'm a realist. I know that the San Francisco 49ers play a sorry schedule at the end of the year. Hell, I ain't lying. Y'all play against Commanders twice a year.
You ain't lying.
Y'all, look, I got people writing there showing me, look at Brock Purdy in the film against the Washington Commanders. Now, the people in the division with the Washington Commanders, y'all laugh at. Y'all like, huh? The Commanders? Really? That's what y'all judging people all playing against the Commanders? Y'all like,
wait a minute now. They are judging people by what they did against the Commanders because my quarterback lost to the Commanders the final week 18, and they said, all right, but even though we were playing vanilla. So, but keep going.
What I'm trying to say is this. The Commanders were playing against, they got Heineke. He was a second screen quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We play against, who else? The Saints. They had a second screen quarterback in there with.
Keep going.
I don't know who it was. You know what I mean? We played against Arizona Cardinals. They had a second screen quarterback in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, we played against the Oakland Raiders. They had a second string quarterback in there. You know what I mean?
They almost won that doggone game.
Almost won. And then we played against the Buccaneers, who was coming off. They had lost 3 of the last 4 games.
Y'all bleed the brakes out of them.
They didn't have majority of their, I think the first play, one of their cornerbacks got hurt. The safety got hurt too. And the other one wasn't even playing. He was hurt prior. And Vita Vea got hurt.
Oh, boy said, wait a minute, man, Heineke didn't start that game.
Who started that game?
I don't even know.
The 49ers, either it was him or either Carson Wentz. Either it don't matter. Both
I think they put Carson back in there.
You know what I'm saying? Both of them, but you know what I'm saying? None of them somebody that we looking at saying, ooh, that guy is special. You know what I mean? You talk about, and they just had a guy who got shot during the offseason, come back playing running back. Man, dude just got. You know what I mean? So what I'm pretty much saying is this. He went out there and did what he's supposed to do, but when you got a team like the 49ers with exceptional defenders everywhere and exceptional cast of offensive players, you're playing against teams that are mediocre to almost bottom feeders, you should go out there and win. Vegas had us, bro. For 10 straight games, Vegas had us winning. 10 straight. So we went out there and did what we supposed to do. The talent on our team was just superior than other people. So, I mean, I think Brock did an excellent job. He did what he's supposed to do, but I don't think 7 games is enough to say, here's the keys to the kingdom, in my opinion.
So week 1, you will be of the belief to just rip the Band-Aid off, put Trey in there, and see what he can do.
Nah, play Brock Purdy.
Huh?
Put Brock in early.
You said all of that to say Brock Purdy?
Hey, bro, when last time you seen a San Francisco 49 quarterback that started finished season?
Oh, I see. A little reverse psychology there.
Hey, man, listen here. Hey, look, everybody is telling me as a 49 fan, these people, the 3-letter dead work said Trey Lance ain't nothing. Sam Darnold is better. Brock Purdy to start quarterback. Okay, if y'all say that a second-year quarterback don't need no offseason, don't need no mini camp, don't need no OTAs, all he needs is 3 weeks to go out there, play against live defenders. Hey, okay, fine then. Let him go. Let me see it.
Okay, I'm following you. I'm seeing where you're going at it with that.
Let him play against JJ Watt. Let JJ Watt be the first time somebody can actually touch somebody. Now I don't want him to get hurt. But I just want people to realize that y'all really out here trying to hurry up, rush this guy back and say, hey, go play week 1. Just hurry up, go play week 1 without no offseason, without no OTAs, without no mini camp, and just take 3 weeks. That's all you need is 3 weeks with pads on to play against the best football players in the world.
I feel you. I can't even, I don't have no rebuttal to that. I feel exactly what you're saying. So with that being said, okay. So Brock Purdy is just going to go out there and to make something happen right in and there.
Go out there, let him cook. Let him cook.
Okay. You had me confused, man, for a second.
I know I was confused.
I'm thinking like, okay, you building the case up, you know what I'm saying? For Trey to get out there week 1 or Sam Donaldson or whoever, Brandon Allen for crying out loud. But hey, I feel you.
I'm taking on what majority of 49er fans are saying and what our media is saying. How they want Brock Purdy. They are pushing him to play. They want him to be ready. Like you can feel it in the atmosphere when you hear these people talking about like he's gonna be ready for week 1. He's gonna be ready for week 1. So if that's the type of outlook you guys want to have, when we have a history of all of our quarterbacks getting injured, and majority of our running backs are getting injured. And you guys are saying he's supposed to be our franchise quarterback, and you don't have the patience to make sure that his arm, and not only his arm, but his mental is ready to go out there and play. You just want to throw him out there? Okay, then.
Yeah.
Y'all say I'm a hater if I say
no. I feel you guys run to open up the pass, and you guys, Kyle Shanahan, he's going to give the situation whereas he's going to give you 1 or 2 reads, and if that third read is not there, then you tuck it and run, or you throw that thing out of bounds, and then we'll come up with another play. His Kyle Shanahan philosophy is not 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20. I don't even think y'all got to play for 3rd and 20.
Oh, no way.
You know
no way.
You know what I'm saying? So his game is 3rd and short. Let's figure out a way to establish power. Let's figure out a way to get the tight ends involved. Let's figure out a way to, if your running back is stale, we'll put a doggone Debo in the backfield. If Debo's stale, he ain't getting no action, we'll make him the wide back, you know. So I get all of that, you know. So it's up to the head coach. And I'm hearing that you guys have reservations on your head coach. Break that down for the audience over here. Break that down.
Hey, man, just be honest, man. Listen here. When you're the head coach, you got the type of talent that we have. I think people are just saying, hey, Kyle, this is year number 7, and we haven't yet to choose a wide receiver. I mean, not a wide receiver. We ain't got no quarterback. I think you was talking about earlier. The number one things you need is the offensive line and quarterback. You know what I mean? And look, my man's Kyle Shanahan. He is the king of keeping the side chick around and never having a real wifey. You know what I'm saying? That man always got his head on the swivel for the next little pretty looking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, that boy Kyle Shanahan, boy, he see a little something. He like, oh, okay, I like that. And then he come through. That joker, hey, look. One thing about Kyle Shanahan, he is like the #1 bachelor. Ain't none of his girls or none of his side chicks making it to Christmas dinner. They all go fall off. They ain't making it to Christmas, god dog, and they definitely ain't making the New Year's. He gonna leave them jokers right there in the year that he met them. They ain't going over. They ain't crossing over. You know how it is back in the Old Testament, boy, when Moses was like, "Hey, this is as far as I go." Look, y'all, Jacob. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go.
Y'all go ahead. You know,
every quarterback that start the year is like Moses. They stay right there.
They stay right there. Don't even get a chance to see the promised land.
They don't get a chance to see the promised.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get these. I'm gonna go get these 10 commandments on top of the mountain. I'll be right back. Y'all stay still, man.
Kyle dropped them jokers off, and he go on and see what's
he go and go about his business.
So that's my issue with Kyle, man. Kyle, he got commitment issues in when it gets tight in the game. You know, he kind of get a little tight in the butt, man. You know, if you put a wall up behind him, he'll crack that thing, you know, in the 4th quarter. He get tight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That man gets so tight he could bust a marble, you know. Like, come on, Kyle. Look, come on, Kyle. Kyle get tight. You know what I'm saying?
My gosh, man. This is pause. So, man, I feel you with Kyle Shanahan, man. But I think that his scheme is pretty good. It keeps everything in place, and he may not be the #1 offense, but they're going to be top 5. You know, they're going to figure out ways to be top 5, even with the quarterback being gone and only one legitimate offensive line guy, because he's been around the league for a minute. And you guys had, you know, subpar, decent or above average defense. I meant to say, not to be disrespectful to your defense, but, you know, some of that time and some of that luck about to run out because, you know, y'all losing positional coaches left and right. And you can't continue to rub the genie and expecting somebody to come out of it to help you out. So, you know, time will tell it all, man, on the law of diminishing rates and seeing what type of return will be cast upon you. You know, Etta, she said something that everybody needs to do, man. You still good? You want to continue to go, bro?
Hey, look, tell Etta. Man, tell them folks to go down there. I need y'all to turn to Michael Parson. I need that thumb to look like one of the quarterbacks. Let that thumb be Jalen Hurts. I need y'all to rush on over there with that cursor and sack that like button, man. What's the hold up, man? Come on now.
Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Y'all, this is our first episode, man. This is our first episode for season 2. You know, is it gonna be season 2 or chapter 2? How you want to do this? Season 2 with us, man. Come on.
Season 2, chapter 2, blog 2. I don't know. We could find something, make it saucy.
Yeah. Episode 1, season 2, man. First episode of the year.
Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite British bros coming in live in effect. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all know we coming in, keeping that hot thing hot. You know, and again, big up to all the people in the chat. You know, I see y'all got that thing percolating down there. So big up to Rev, Sean. You know what I'm saying? We got Chad in that joker. We got Amanda. Man, we got I-Rock in that joker. You know what I'm saying? What up, Damon or Devon, Terry? Big up to all y'all individuals in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all coming in, tuning in with us as our first episode of this 2023-2024 season. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. So by the end of the year, it'll be 2024. This will be a good situation with 4s, man. 24 is my favorite number, and it'll be a good situation for a quarterback that was number 4. You know, to lift up that Lombardi trophy. It would be good for that. But I'm gonna tell you this. Here's the people to look out for in training camp. I want people on my side to look out for this guy. Let me see if I can find a little video footage so I can have something with it. You know what I mean? Because I truly believe that if the Cowboys can get this guy up to speed, he's been working out. He's been trying to put his best foot forward and things like that. And yeah. So it's Jalen Tolbert. He was our guy that we drafted last year, who had high expectations.
Man trying to catch waves. He ain't trying to catch touchdowns. This man think he out here on Baywatch, bro. He out here looking for Dustin Hoffman. You know what I'm saying?
It take you to look at the man do-rag, man, or silk rag, or whatever he got on his head. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I didn't even look at it that way. I'm looking at it the fact that this brother is out there in the heat, right? And he trying to get things together. He trying to get that speed to power together, man, keeping his elbows inside, right? And moving the legs, man, making sure that he's not overstacking or what have you, so that he can be explosive for the 2023 season. He was the guy that only had like 4 overall reps last year. You can't make a play on the sideline, right? So if this dude fool around and feel that he's a 4.4 guy, twin, he runs a 4.440, and if he can fill into that voided spot as that guy to come on his offense, remember, and we'll be adopting West Coast offense, by the way, twin. And that's your deep overs. That's putting your wide receivers in comfortable situations, whereas it's not going to be so many hook routes. When you look at Brandon Ayuk, I think that even you had didn't I put it on your page? Brandon Ayuk, he only run like 3 routes, but he perfected those 3 routes. And if I can have the Cowboys to pick up that would be awesome for us. You don't have to have so many routes in the tree. You don't have to have so many things out there as it relates to running routes. You just have to perfect those routes and keep it going, but they can't be hook routes. You got to have favorable routes that put your guy in favorable positions. What's your thoughts on that, man, with our team, with my team?
I think you guys are going to execute as far as the deep game a lot better than we do. You know, again, our quarterback don't take those chances like talking about. We throw a couple deep balls here and there, but those deep drags those deep overs, like you said, you guys do run the 9 route. Y'all run the 8 into 7 route. So, and y'all actually throw those balls. And also, we don't have games where we throw the ball 35, 40 times a game for real. I think we only had 2 last year. So you guys have more of it depends, because y'all do got a new offensive coordinator this year. So let me not say that.
Who you very familiar with, Schottenheimer, right? Because he played he coached up the Seattle Seahawks. So go ahead. Yeah,
so I'm just trying to see, they're going to stick back to the run. I think a lot of you guys are going to be more happy to see your boy Dak Prescott maybe not throw the ball as much. But the tricky thing is going to be can Tony Pollard keep up with that type of running workload? Like, That's the only thing. When we run, bro, we run all the time.
I know, man.
And we run when it might not look like you should be running, but we're going to see, you know, and I think you guys having Brandon Cooks will probably open up that offense a lot more, especially if Michael Gallup come back at least 85%. I think you guys can really do some damage, you know. So just making sure that, I don't know if you guys are y'all gonna add the motion into your offense though, because we have that type of West Coast / motion offense as well. So everything that we do, 67%, 60-some% of our offense starts with motion. Like we always got somebody moving on the line. So I don't know if you guys are picking up that as well. What you think?
Yeah. There should be some motion concepts because 30% is only changing. 70% they keeping from the Kellen Moore's scheme, and Kellen Moore did have some good unique motion concepts. But my thing is he was sure once and never go back to it. Whereas we with the philosophy, you think just like me. I'm gonna keep doing it until you stop it, right? And if I'm winning with it, why change it? You know, so that would have been a problem with us in the past with my Cowboys. We would do a certain thing. We will show you 14 personnel, give you 13 personnel, and be dominant with it. And then the only person that can stop it is the coaches with the play call and the clipboard. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully Mike and Schottenheimer, they see those things and they say, okay, we're gonna continue to do that play until they stop it. And even if they do stop it, then we'll show you a different wrinkle. I've literally seen Kyle Shanahan go out there with one play and utilize it and present it in 5 different ways. And it's the same play, the same scheme and concept, but now you have Debo, he's in the backfield. Or now you have, was it Juice? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's lined up inside the hash, right? And before the snap, he's in the backfield. So it's one of those concepts that I'm going to continue to do it until someone stop me. And hopefully we'll bring that to the table, the same philosophy.
For sure, man. And like I said, it'll take a little time. Y'all might get a couple offensive false starts, penalties early on in the year. Y'all don't kill your offensive line, you know, your offensive lineman. And also you might not see Dak Prescott audible. Well, it depends. Because so 49ers offense that Kyle Shanahan run, there's no audible for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like when you get the play call, the audible is built within the play. I know that sounds crazy, but that's how Kyle Shanahan scheme up his plays, that there is a hot route for every blitz or for every type of coverage in every play. That's how he formulates his plays, that you shouldn't have to call an audible. There should be enough options no matter what the defense, like he create plays predictive of what the defense would do. So whatever the defense formation is, he has plays built in that one play to counteract everything. So I think that's one. I don't know if Dak is going to implement that, or not Dak, but the Schottenheimer going to implement that. But that's one thing that we do different than a lot of teams. We don't audible that much because of that reason.
So shoot, with that being said, I mean that is real football. I mean, you're supposed to already have some set of plays. If this linebacker, if he's coming down and he's inside the box, and then you seeing single high over the top, because every quarterback, you learn from high school on up, or even some middle school on up, that you read high to low. Right. And I know you want to disguise that look with your safety sometimes and show them one thing and then get out of it at the tail end of it. And I get all of that. But most quarterbacks read high to low. So there should be already concepts in the number system in West Coast, or whether or not if this guy comes down, then I already know that this is my high. You know, this is my safety valve. And I like the way my guy Skywalker, he broke it down real good, man. He did. He said, touchdown to check down, right? I do like that philosophy. And you don't have to have the strongest arm in the world to do all of that. You know, you just got to be precise with your precisions there and make sure that you make a team pay if they're heavy on one side. And if you're going to call a screen, don't call it to the short side of the field. Call it to the wide side. So for those you know what I'm saying? That doggone Kellen Moore, we would get inside our 30. And the first play, Okoye broke it down. Right. And we sitting in chairs. We're not even in those suites, or we're not even on the field. with these coaches, right? We sitting in the chair and he's in the studio somewhere in Philadelphia. That's where my guy Collier at, somewhere way on the East Coast. And if he can pinpoint and say that Kellen Moore tendencies are that when we get inside our 30, his first play, if we got there by a turnover or if we got there by a big play, his first play is to call it a sweep, a double reverse. You see what I'm saying? Or even if he do get in a pinch when we were doing screen passes and tunnel passes, it will be on the short side of the field, not the wide side. It's crazy, man.
Because people are, and honestly, this thing about people in the clutch or in those tight situations, they revert back to those old habits, you know.
Right.
And even though you got a quarterback, like I said, with Kellen Moore last year, when that pressure came, he'll revert back to what he feels most comfortable with. And that's where a lot of guys like Okoye and you, who has seen enough film, seen enough of his playbook, y'all can say, okay, this is what he goes to. This is what he feels comfortable with. This is what he feels like Dak is going to be able to do. And I was listening to somebody earlier today saying, hey, with this new scheme, this should be able to help Dak. Like whenever Dak is in a situation where he may not be playing so good or the defense kind of got a jump on what it is that they're doing, this offense should be more predicated in making Dak feel comfortable in doing something else than forcing a play that you've already predetermined that you're going to have. You know what I'm saying? So I think this should be a good thing for your squad. Might not be, you know, what you need to get over the top, but you know, it'll be a good thing to have. Big up to my guy saying Law and Twin, new media out here. Yes, sir.
New media, baby.
For sure. You know what I mean?
No doubt. No doubt. We are new media, man. You know, it's how you getting the new information, man, from the nation and from the empire.
Hey, I see you got a a chat over here. Not a chat. What they call it? A super chat.
What do you say? Okay, here we go. All I ask.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
I got you, man.
Come on, man.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, you know, I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
And just relax.
No doubt, man. And a lot of people, we're going to do just that, man. It says you can't, it says option routes, no running out of shotgun. People fail to realize West Coast offense never used to be shotgun. Anytime you see West Coast offense, never. So anytime you see shotgun formation, that was adopted. So all West Coast now is a hybrid style of West Coast. But you know, when you have your drags, when you have your deep crossers, and when you have your automatic hots, meaning that you can get away in West Coast offense technically without a guy that's primarily there in the backfield to block, to be your fullback. Now, granted, hear me out. You guys got Kyle Juszczyk who can block his ass off, right? But he's more of an H-back, not just a fullback. He's a guy that can kill you inside the slot. I even saw him line him up on the outside, and he could just run a vert from there.
Hey, look, he can wiggle. He
can wiggle. He got juice to him. So what I'm trying to say here is that when you talk about a guy who recently had his birthday, Roger Craig, he wasn't a big burly back, right? But he was a guy that he can run.
High knees, baby. Put knees to your sternum.
Put your sternum, you know what I'm saying? But he was a guy that, hey, based off of formation and reads, instead of being in the backfield to block when somebody's shooting through the A gap, or when somebody, you know, see last forever and they creaming off the edge, hey, he can just run a simple route to the flat and the quarterback 1-2, or the quarterback will route that thing. And woo! Yeah.
Hey, yeah. And you got honestly, Tony Pollard, he kind of got you a same body stature of a Roger Craig, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
vertical guy, yeah.
And he got that top end speed as well. So like, I mean, listen, y'all should be able to be better, you know, coming into this year. Thank you. I'm not a fan. I've been trying to petition that Roger Craig should have been in the Hall of Fame, but I don't know what's going on with these voters. You know what I'm saying? This guy changed the position of running back. You know, he ushered in or Marshall Faulk. He ushered in a LaDainian Tomlinson. He ushered in a Matt Forte. You know what I'm saying?
Or Ricky Waters back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like these guys weren't able to do. They didn't even trust these guys to go out there and touch the ball in the manner in which Roger Craig did. So big ups to Roger Craig and all that he did for the game. He changed the game, which ended up changing the passing scheme of the game, which therefore opened up the offense that we see today. So, man, big ups to Roger Craig, and hopefully he get in the Hall of Fame, can get it right, and happy birthday to one of the GOATs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's one of those things, man, when you start thinking of basically like running backs who pioneered the game, you know what I'm saying? You got to bring up those who can catch the ball in the backfield and then make the opposition pay. And it's not all about just only blocking, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say here is with this new scheme and system and approach that the Cowboys, although we don't have a power back no more out of Ezekiel Elliott, there still should be a running back by committee, just like you guys had in the past, or just like you guys had last year, or just like the two teams that played in the Super Bowl. They don't have a real power back, but they were still able to be sufficient and efficient enough with their running approach because of the principles, because of the philosophy.
Yeah, and also the creativity too. Like I said,
offensive
coordinators like Andy Reid, we dial up them plays. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Sirianni. He's done a decent job with grooming. What's that dude name? Y'all got what's that boy name?
Which
y'all
one?
play against Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, yeah.
Yeah, Sirianni, he's doing a good job grooming him and making sure the offense is catered to him. And I think that's what they're trying to do now, is to make sure that Dak gets the offense catered to him and don't have so much responsibility on his shoulders to have to be perfect all the time.
No doubt, man. I was looking for that Brandon Ayuk, man, thing, but I can't find it no more. But when I find it, I'll post it on your page, bro.
Hey, BA is I'm telling y'all, man, I think you guys, a lot of people don't know Brandon Ayuk, man, but he's a route monster. And I think because we don't have a we got the quarterback, but he doesn't get the deep ball targets that a lot of the other guys get, or even these calls. But hopefully Kyle Shanahan let this man spread his wings out and get at least 145 to 150 targets this year. I know it might be impossible, but because he only got like 116 last year. But I think if he got that many targets, he'll put up 1,500 to 1,400 yards with at least 13 to 15 touchdowns. Easy. That's how good I think he is. That's what type of talent I think he has. So that's my opinion on BA, man. Y'all watch out. Number 11 coming in soon. Coming to Pro Bowl near y'all.
I feel you, man, on the BA. You know what I'm saying? But, it goes back to, like I said, we got Brandon Cooks. He had 1,000 yards, man, every time a quarterback was healthy. He would give you that. And granted, I would say this too.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, if he stay healthy, man. Help, but I could be the quarterback and I can get Brandon Cooks 1,000 yards, man. That's just how it goes, man. But I would say this though: if the Cowboys just slow it down, look at the whole picture, not the part of the picture. I know it's hard to see the picture when you are in the frame, and if they do their thing, then you will see that the whole wide receiver core would be better than what it was last year, man. And
they can't see that, they blind.
I mean, man, a lot of people can't see. Yeah.
Hey, look, I said this other day, man. Listen, you could take off Stevie Wonder's eyes and give it to Ray Charles, and they could see that the wide receiver core is better than it was last year. You feel me? Even he can see now that it's better than what it was last year, man.
Man, you crazy as cat hair, man. God dog, boy. Say that again. That's been only one bar on there.
Hey, one bar only. I said you can take Stevie Wonder eyes and give it to Ray Charles, and he can see that y'all wide receiver core is better this year than what it was last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed, man. I think this was at training camp last year for you boys, man. He creased. Yo, he creased.
Cooking, man. He nice, man. Like I said,
he nice, man.
But he has He got good hands. He can run some routes. And like I said, he don't have the name of a CD Lamb because he is playing behind Debo Samuel, who's such a physical specimen when it comes to, like, he's a football player. I know everybody knows he plays a wide receiver position, but he's a football player. And we got a dynamic X weapon like that, a weapon X like that. He kind of takes over the offense. But hopefully Debo get in shape again. Well, I know Debo is shape. And I just want to see how we go do this year, bro, because when you got all that talent around you, the 49ers like to take all their slow, precious time and score. It take like forever to score. Yeah. I think this is a time where Kyle Shanahan needs to add a little pick-me-up, you know what I'm saying? And try to increase the pace of play to get more out of his tools that he has.
No doubt, no doubt. Speaking of Debo, I'm going to just play it one more time for the people, man. People that's actually been whatever.
Well, something that is your call. I saw what you said about the Eagles back at the Super Bowl at Sirius, where if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt, you guys would have won that game by double digits. Why would that have been the case?
I don't know. That's old.
So do you not still believe that?
I mean, I do, but I mean, we're not. That shit is like, we're not gonna keep talking about it. I mean, I said what I said.
Gotcha. So then what happens this year when you play Philly on December 3rd?
I don't know. Just wait till week 13, 12, whatever week it is. We'll show you.
Well, then you know how that's going to go down. You're going into Philadelphia. Those fans are going to be booing you loud. You have a message for Eagles fans?
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
All right, we're good to go.
What do you mean? We have Debo on right now.
Yeah, I know, but we're going to head into camp right now.
Hey, watch out, old boy. He gonna get all hot and bothered with it. You know what I'm saying? Why? He gonna start talking some Donkey Kong stuff when he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Because they fear me in the physical form. Let it be known I'm troublesome. Watch how he start talking.
Are you serious? Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
There you go. Debo Samuel right there. Doesn't want to answer a few questions. Are you serious? We got hung up on because all he did was ask him about the quarterback situation and then Philadelphia, and we got hung up on by Debo Samuel. That's a joke. An absolute joke.
He mad.
That's absurd. We were told we had 15 minutes with him. He was on for 5-6 minutes.
Well, you shouldn't
start answer anything.
Ask different
questions. I mean, you gotta warm it. Look, what you're supposed to do is warm it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you know, he went straight to take shirt off. You know, take the pants off. You know, do all. Bro. He just tried to like, come on, you didn't buy the dinner, you didn't do no foreplay. He just said, hey, take all that off right now.
Well,
you know,
he didn't say, ooh, you smell good, your eyes sparkle. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say your voice sound beautiful. I get it's like an A-M-S-R. He didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? He just sit there, just went straight in, bro.
Did he even say congratulations, man, for for what you did last year, and thank you for being part of the show? He didn't even say that. You know, he just said, "Hey, man, last year."
Bro, my man look. He ain't send a good morning text, bro. He just was like, "Hey, you
what we doing?" You know what I'm saying?
Look, bro, my man Debo was like, "All right." He said.
So I've done this long enough. That was just get the promotional plug out of the way. Then you don't want to answer any questions, and you hand the phone off to the public relations person. What a joke that was.
What a joke that was.
He sounded like he got some of that Chef Tony in his system. You know what that Chef Tony is?
What that is?
He's salty. That's Cajun season. That's that Cajun season where he got that Chef Tony Chiraca, whoever they call. He got that old bay seasoning, boy.
That old bay season, man.
He is salty, boy. He hurt. Debo like, all right.
Debo like, man, I'm gone up out of here, man. He didn't even ask for the phone number.
Bro, but this is my thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a bean, keep it a buck. Y'all gotta understand where these people are from, man. My man's from Southern California. I mean, he's from South Carolina, man. He a Southerner like I am. One thing we do, man, we ain't here to play all them games. You'll keep it funky, keep it direct. Hey, if you go sit here and try to talk to me and you know how I am already, man, at least try to go and learn about me a little bit. You know?
Yeah, man. How mom and them doing?
How
man?
your
What's
mom and
going
them
on?
doing? Oh yeah, I heard you a big fan of NBA 2K too. I mean, how you like Kobe Bryant on the cover? You see what I'm saying? I heard you play over 500 hours on NBA 2K. You see what I'm saying? Or hey, I heard you got
he
that
ain't
new...
do that much market research, man.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But when you trying to make sure that you trying to have a 15-minute interview with somebody like Debo Samuel, who's polarizing, you finna get 15 minutes. If I say right now, Law Nation about to get 15 minutes with Dak Prescott, y'all ain't gonna sit here and tell me my bro ain't finna go to work. You
Man, I ain't
tell me
gonna
my bro
like,
ain't finna be in his bag.
If I'm sitting down with Dak, I ain't gonna be like, hey man, talk to me about them doggone interceptions, man. Talk to me.
My brother gonna find out some info about the sleep number. He gonna find out some info about one of his something that was popping with his charity that had happened, something that Dak loves outside of football to kind of break that proverbial wall. Because
that punch gonna be in there, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's coming, but listen here, and then to me, it's like you got to understand who you're talking to. It's the culture. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come and I see Debo. What it do, D? I see you been wearing them new J's. I see you out there with them 11s. What you about to have on this year? Since you with that Jordan brand. Oh, and I heard you got them gloves. I see you got that sticky icky out here. You know what I'm saying? You got that Gorilla Glue going on, man. What's cracking? Tell me what's good with you, my guy. Oh,
look up
you know
Jim Rowan and Jim Everett interview. When they got into a fight, you know what I'm saying? Jim Rohn, you just like Jim Rohn is burning. I mean, he just went straight at Jim Everett. He's like, man, you trash, man, you suck. And Jim is like, man, you said what? Y'all look that video up, man. They would have to cut the commercial break, you know.
But bro, man, we get to the line in the media, man, especially in the Bay Area, where like y'all in Dallas, so I think y'all might be a little more cultured than they is in the Bay. But man, sometimes I mean, 98% of the media is a particular type of way, man. I'm like, dude, it's not that these guys won't talk to y'all, but y'all don't even try to get to know these individuals besides football. And when you want to interview, especially you're a beat writer who somebody got a credential pass, man, you better learn these players so you can get the best interview. That's how you get the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's when they give you an extra 5 minutes and you're like, okay, I get the details. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my thoughts on the situation, man. Like, do your homework about these guys. Man, they're people.
Yeah, do a little research on it, man, and then slide it in there, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, he called him Chris Everett. You know what I'm saying? The female tennis player. You know, Jim Rowan, call him Chris Everett. You know, y'all look that up and y'all Google it, man. I don't know if I can play that one on the air, but man, he jumped over there and beat the brakes off.
Hey, bro, you see the dude Dirty Sanchez said?
What do you say?
He said, dang, Law, your twin looks like he belongs in the woods with a chopper. Hey, I got that. Don't make me. He got that Glocko. He said, got that Ruger over here.
You supposed to be shooting one of these. You got him.
That's that shotty, baby.
Shotty.
That's that shotty, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, indeed, man.
Yeah, baby. Big up to Debo, though, man. And I know I understand people who do have an issue with their interview, him cutting it short. I get that. But I also understand where, hey, know the person, know who you're messing with. Debo he don't even like the media in San Francisco. He look at the end of the media sometimes he be like, man, why I gotta do this? Or he's told one of our media members one day, Law, man, why she asking me questions? I don't even like her. Damn. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
because they be asking him some, you know what I mean? So
he won't last a day. He won't last a day in Cowboys media then. He won't last, dog. You know,
for sure. Look, hey, hit him with that. What's my man's name? Marshawn Lynch. Hey, man, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Man, he won't last long over here, man. We do some we fall on every word, man. Shoot, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, you know, when we talk about, you know, Cowboys and stuff like that, they looking for the news. They're looking for something to bury the player with. You know, it's always that type of gang. And I'm not, you know, beating them up because they get the best out of these players as far as information and beyond. But shoot, he won't last long over here, man. You know, hey. Shout out to him though, man. But this you got to be coached on being coached up over here, you know.
Say, look, you got to have a PR person on speed dial, and you gotta talk to them daily. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the script, because like I said, you guys are coming with that. That's the type of energy y'all come with. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, the Bay Area media is not as tough, but then also they real, man, they are super positive. Like you can't say you like some of the stuff I talked to you about with Kyle Shanahan, they say I'm a hater, that I want Kyle Shanahan fired just because I bring out some critiques. Like, bro, what's wrong? I'm just telling you that my man, he can improve. What's wrong
it's
with
the
that,
weather, man? At the end of the day, 72, 73 degrees, man. You still got the beach to go to, So at the end of the day, out here in Texas, it'd be 1010, you know what I'm saying? 110, 98 degrees, soaking hot sweating, you know what I'm saying? So they be like, hey, man, make it quick, man. Why we ain't winning Super Bowl in the last 27 years, man? Come on, man. They leave out, like in Cowboys, like y'all haven't won in 28 years, right? The Twin Empire, y'all haven't won in 28 years. But over here, it's 27. and we haven't won. But I can tell you, out of those 27 years, we only had a real coach for 6 of them. I haven't found no one to say, yeah, man, Jason Garrett, we really had a chance. Man, with Wade Phillips, man, we really had a chance, man. With Dave Campo, man, if you really contextualize it, we had a chance, man.
Oh, man, I had a horrible joke. Oh, man, I'm sorry.
What you had, man? What you had?
You saw how hot it was down in Texas. I about to say, boy, y'all sweating worse than Larry Nasser at the goddamn courtroom right now. If you don't know who Larry Nasser is, that's my man who got caught up with the gymnastic people. Boy, y'all sweat like my man.
Terrible man, right there.
That man, look, that man got put in the hospital. Boy, look, after that guy, he was out the court.
Yeah,
like, hey, they was like this.
Yo, we got you, dog. We got you. Yeah.
They stabbed that man. Let me not talk about that. Hey, look.
Yeah. Hey, you already know. That's like Zion. He come out talking about, yeah, man. I'm trying to get through it right now, dude. That Mariah, man, she done got your name on her face. Me
and Mariah go back like.
Mariah, man, she doing crazy stuff, man. So you still good on time, twin?
Yeah, I'm good with whatever you want to do, man. Look, Zion better not never go back to Houston, Texas, boy.
No, he ain't going back to Houston.
Hey, Drake told them boys, man, stay out of Texas, man, out of Houston. He went down there to them clubs that you don't need to be going to, and Zion lost his mind. That man was like, what?
Somebody said it's so hot in Texas. Satan said, "Let me go back to hell right quick, man. Let me cool off, man. I'm gonna go back to hell."
That man say is, boy, what y'all do, man? How do y'all stay cool out there, boy?
Man, let me tell you something. If you guys want to join the stream, there's a link that I just posted. It's pinned to the top of the page, and jump on in, and we can bounce some questions off of y'all. Just be the Q&A.
For sure, man. If y'all feel like hopping on in here,
football stuff or whatever on your mind, we can talk about. Kiki, do you love me?
What it do? You know what I'm saying? Because look, y'all already know y'all got about 13 more days. When do y'all camp start?
Actually on the 20, I want to say the 26, 27, for us to 26, I believe,
Y'all a little bit late. Are y'all having the rookies come in and then the vets, or y'all got them both coming?
No, they're gonna all come in together, man. I think we already had like the rookie situation, for them to be a part of it. And it was very different because every year Mike McCarthy been here, we've been fine. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been hitting a little too long or over exerting the players or what have you. So this year there will be no joint practicing, right?
Okay.
And then there will be no just primarily the rookies day or what have you. So I just can't wait to see what these boys all about, in training camp. Like I say, I'm looking for Jalen Tolbert to stand tall. Of course, Mozzie, he's going to be a guy that I'm looking for. We drafted a guy by the name of Luke Schoonmaker.
Oh, yeah, tight end. So I'm looking for him, seeing if is he going to get the vision going for what Mike McCarthy's trying to do with these tight ends. Did you hear of We got to do name Jair Brown, safety out of Penn State.
He's out here.
They said he was out there looking nice. You know, he's a ball hawk. The people were saying he was, you know, either picking the ball off or consistently putting his hands on the ball, man. So I don't know, just bad passes, or he really has a knack for the ball. I think he led college, you know what I'm saying, with getting his hands on the ball. So I really like that pick coming in because we got an older guy. I think he's like 33, who's playing the opposite safety as well. And so I'm really excited to see what we're going to do with these young boys, you know. So
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Is the ESPYs tonight, or is it on tomorrow? Shoot, somebody said the ESPYs.
No, I ain't know the ESPY. I ain't watched the ESPY in so long, man.
I watched the highlights of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, my man say, look, this is your boy said, boy, popcorn pops itself over there in the Dallas area. man,
shoot,
you know
I like you just leave that in the car. It's gonna be pop, dog. You know,
you leave them kernels in the car, it's gonna be trouble.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? He said, hot like an oven out here, boy.
He said the ESPY just went off. You know, I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Brothers don't be watching the war shows, man.
Especially on ESPN anymore, man. I don't know what they got going on over there, boy. They out here moving and shifting things of that nature. So, hey, you will get you some new. Everybody finally turning the TV off. Oh, the ESPYs. Wonder what happened.
No doubt, man. We got the original people 916 in the mix, man. You know, with the locks, man, and everything, man. Well, talk to me, man.
How you doing, Law Nation, man? I've been following you in a long time now, man. Since Facebook, you know.
Wow.
I've been following you a long time before the YouTube. Salute to you. Let me get to your brother though.
What it do, my fella? What are my fella lock soldiers?
Sacramento, my guy. With nothing but Niner fans.
Yeah.
And I hate y'all with a passion.
No. He I know he rocking with the Kings, man. He's in Sacramento Kings in Sacramento.
Like the bean.
Yeah.
But hey, I just want to say salute to you, Law. Shout out to Henry DeMore and the whole gang, West Coast. Even you, bro. You know, I know you, brother. You know what I mean? But
for sure.
It's a part of me. I love Law.
Yeah.
I love you, brother.
Are you in the Bay?
I'm from Sac.
I mean, are you in the North? Are you in the North? Do you live in the North now? Or are you out?
Right now.
Right now.
I live right here, 4 minutes away from the Sacramento airport.
So you be listening to what's Conway the one? What's them dudes' name? Kenny Carway?
Yeah, I be hearing Sacktown sports. All I hear is nothing but Niners and whatever.
I know y'all be hanging with Bonte Hill, get on there and give y'all that work, you know what I'm saying?
It's okay. You know, it's okay. We'll get it back October 8th. What is it, October 8th, the revenge game? We'll get it back.
Hey, I can't wait, man. But I definitely want to know how people feel in Sacramento about, like I asked my brother in the chat earlier about Brock Purdy, man. So you live in Cali, you know, you see what's going on in North Carolina. I know you probably around.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's going on in North Carolina? What you mean?
I mean, North Cali. Do you hear the fan up there talking about, hey, we love Brock. We think he the next Joe Montana.
No, a bunch of I'm gonna keep it real. A bunch of my guys, my partners that's Niner fans, they like more. They they keep it real with that. They keep it real. But they right now they saying they having a what's they call it? What's they call it?
Controversy.
Huh? Yeah, controversy.
You got two, you got none.
Yeah. So they just like they don't know. It's up in the air with them.
For sure.
But
a lot of them, technically, man, the Niners, if they play this out right, they can get all of their picks back. There'll be a team that will give the world for Brock Purdy right now. If they play their cards right, if Trey Lance is who they really think he is, they can fleece somebody right now.
So, but going back to what I was saying, a lot of my partners they on the fence right now. They just only thing they just Niner gone, but they still on the fence about their quarterback though.
For sure.
So that's the most I can say about my partners that's all Niner fans. They on the fence, about their quarterback, about y'all quarterback. So but hey, I'm gone, Law. I just wanted to give you a shout out, man.
Man, appreciate it, bro.
I've been rocking with you a long time. Shout out Eddie DeMore, West Coast Balls. OC. Who else we got? Landlord,
man,
Mickey, all the
man.
mods in the chat, Choctaw, all y'all know, I'll be in the chat. But hey, man, one love, man.
Hey, just read that name what he got down there too, Twin. The original people.
Twin Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, the original people?
Yeah, the original people. So I already know, man. He already know. He got the 9 ether going, man. Hey, I don't want to speak too much, man, because
the trees going on
I'll
too.
speak my wisdom teeth over here, man. But keep doing your thing, bro. I already know, man. He's connected.
Stay grounded, my guy. Go out there to the earth. For sure.
No doubt, man. Yes, indeed, boy. We can get to going over here, man. And I ain't talking about no conspiracy talk, but you know what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Look at my guy Choctaw. He know what I'm talking about, man.
He said he already know what it is. He said he in that thing. What
yes, indeed. He connected, man. Shoot. Yes, indeed. He already know what I started talking about that, boy. You know what I'm saying? He got the connection going.
What my man say, the NFL has secret rituals. Brady goes to Tampa, wins the ring, and home stadium. One later, Stafford goes to Tampa.
Am I right here?
Yeah. That man, NFL has secret rituals. Look, he dropped that neck.
Bohemian Grove talk over there.
He said, wait. He said, yeah, buddy, man. So
yes, indeed.
It's always good to see folks who in that area, man, in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? We're not in the Bay, but Northern California. I like to see what they be talking about, what the temperature is. Because, when you're in Dallas, I already know y'all surrounded by nothing but Cowboy fans. But I have heard, I got a homie out there named Sersky. He live in Dallas, He said he's a couple chapters of the 49ers out there. It's a 49er chapters in Dallas, you know what I mean? So
okay, all right. So make your way out here. Then when you make your way out here, then we're gonna show you, man, about them.
When I make my way out there, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be out here like
Hey, my guy Terry right on the money with me, man. Aaron Rodgers give all nightmares, man. If that's one dude that got a punchable face, man, that I can't stand is Aaron Rodgers, man.
You don't want to know that? Ayahuasca?
No, man. Poindexter, man. Come on, man. Where you at? Oh, he ran off with the plug.
I remember Poindexter. I think I seen him up here once before.
Yes, indeed, man. He been up here before, man, when we was doing the thing. What we were doing. The drink game. Yeah. The gin. The gin app.
I looked out. I seen the name
before. The gin app. Yeah.
Y'all better go and sneak on in here, boy. Time's a ticking.
Time ticking, man. We're gonna give y'all another 15 minutes, man, before we bounce up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
You bounce with me.
But we Usher Raymond, we gonna let it burn.
Hey, look, we got kids. We gonna let it go.
Let it go. You ain't lying. Look, you know what I'm saying?
Let it go. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, you got any? Why they sitting over here waiting to hop on in this joker? You got any? You said you was watching what again, bro? You say
the movies, man. I'm finishing up on Suits right now. I had started watching it all the way up until the pandemic, and then I said, I stopped. So I'm like on season 6 right now. And that's the series that I'm watching now before I get into the football series there, because I'm supposed to watch Vikings and the Last Kingdom.
Van Hola.
Yeah, but that dog on Netflix just came out with that football series, so that's gonna trump that. So I'm gonna watch that.
For sure, man. Man, listen, I heard that Joker 5 too, man. I already know if I watch it, I'm gonna get a little jelly though. I'm gonna be bittersweet. I'm gonna see Pat Mahomes do his thing. I'm gonna be mad he beat us. Then I'll be mad that I ain't got him, because I already know he come with that sauce, bro. You can't look. That one episode, I was like, bro, that man out here.
Yeah.
Super swaggy, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, every I would say every 5-10 years you get like a guy like that, or every 10 to maybe 12 years.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
because
transcending.
Let me see. Who was the last Pat Mahomes? Was it Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
He was last Pat Mahomes.
He was the last person with multiple MVPs. So I think
right. That can just, for sure you can make every throw that can just arm talent alone, he can win it, right? But although he only had one ring to present it, and that's when his defense was pretty much hot, and they made it to the playoff with a wild card. You see, people fail to realize it is hard to win in the National Football League, unless you're the Patriots during that run. Yeah.
But you know that every quarterback.
Before Aaron Rodgers, who was it? Before Aaron Rodgers, who was it?
Was that the Peyton Manning era? It was the Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, or Drew Brees. Well, Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Well, because I'm thinking about the quarterbacks over the last 20 years. You got Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Those are the guys that people
put it like this. Did Peyton Manning really give you that wow factor? Or he was just so sufficient and efficient with it? He didn't give you like, oh God, no, how you get that out? You know,
I think it was how Peyton was. He was wowing. He wowed because of the pre-snap. You know what I mean? He didn't do anything in the playoffs to me that made you say, "Oh my God, this guy!" Like if Peyton played like he did in the regular season, like in the playoffs, I understand people saying that, but in the playoffs, his game didn't necessarily do anything spectacular, you know. But so
I know who it is. You just missed him up. I'm gonna give you one more chance. Go ahead, go.
So in the playoffs?
No. Before Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Go.
Before Aaron Rodgers?
That wow factor, like, damn, man, this dude like he's on cheat code. Yeah, I gave it away now.
Honestly, you know me, I'm gonna say Cam.
No,
Cam.
Nah, dog. It was pre-dogs, man. Vic. It was Michael Vick. Before the dog fights, he was a cheat code, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I think that he was going to get him a Super Bowl. If he never had them dogs, Dirty Bird, Atlanta Falcons would have been able to get one, man.
Yeah. I mean, Vic was that boy. You know,
Vic was that dude, man.
I think Vic was electric. He was
the most
electric. That
damn dog, man. If he just didn't do them dogs, man. I think that Atlanta Falcons, it would have been, it was Vic. So I'm talking about that wild.
Like Vic was, but that's why I say like Vic had that must-see TV effect. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he played, people pulled up their chair, man, and he just did something to make you scratch your head. But I think when it comes to the quarterback position, I think Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, they threw the yards that most people look at and say, oh, wow, a quarterback is about passing and they can throw for 500. They can throw for 400. You know what I mean? And I think Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, they possess that type of ability, whereas you say a quarterback is just throwing the ball and what he can do. I think that's where you get that from. Vic
let me tell you this, though.
Dynamic player. What up, though?
Let me tell you, I'm gonna let my guy 9 dimes in a few, but believe it or not, that guy, because before, all right, so Vic, so these are guys: Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Vic. I'm trying to go in order because I'm going reverse order, but before Vic, because I'm not gonna put Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in that category. You have to put the 1 year, believe it or not, and I hate to put his name in there. That wow factor that Kurt Warner did that year. You just got to put that in there. You know what I'm saying? Because we were like, how is this dude so precise, man? He like the doggone green arrow. It don't matter where he was at, but then when the league caught up on him, he caught up on him. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But it was the 99 Rams. Nobody was like, God dang, how is that even possible? You know what I'm saying?
That man was the definition of what they call not only throwing you open, but precision passing, but you know what I'm saying? His anticipatory, he was very anticipatory, you know what I mean? He can see a guy and he's not going to throw you at the chest. He's going to throw you a half a yard ahead of you. So when you catch it, you just keep on moving, you know what I'm saying? And keep on trucking the rate. And I see our girl in the chat, she said Brett Favre, and I don't want to say his name, but I can't lie. Like, that
but Brett Favre, you can put that wild factor on him. You know what I'm saying?
Brett used to take
He's like, why would you even throw that, Brett? What? No. Yeah. You one of those guys. Like, no, what the? No, yeah. I knew he can get that ball to that guy.
You be like throwing Antonio Freeman or what's my man's name?
Andre Rison.
Andre Rison, and what was the tight end name? Mark Shimura.
Mark Shimura, yeah.
I was there like, bro, he made me cry a couple nights, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Man, Brett Favre, man. Oh, 9
dimes for your mind.
Yeah, he had to log out, go back in. 9 dimes.
Man, yeah. So,
all right. So this is fun. This is fun. All right. So okay. Let me go in this order. So let me go in the other order. So it's Brett Favre, Kurt Warner, Vic, Aaron. Now we got Pat Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
The wow factor. Okay. All right. So before Brett Favre, who was it? Was it Jim Kelly or John Elway?
I'll say Steve Young, bro. But
I'll give you that. Because he was a wild factor for the fact that he was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was considered okay.
6 years on the bench. 6 years.
The style that he played in, it was like left-handed. He's running around, but he was accurate with it. So I give you that. I'll give you that.
He was cool, but I'm trying, like I said, but then somebody who was amassing hella yards. It's like, I mean, I guess you'll have to go Dan Marino-ish, maybe next probably. Because Dan was, I mean, when you throw for 5,000 yards in the 80s.
Yeah, in that time frame. Yeah,
bro. In the 80s, bro, can you imagine watching 80s football in a quarterback?
That means he throw for 7,000 yards. This
bro, people don't understand. If you do a document like a real TV series on that year, that man threw for 5,000. He threw for 5,000
in the 80s, dog.
In the 80s, bro. Hey, Dan don't get no more respect. Everybody leave him out top 10, but bro, that boy, he threw one of the prettiest balls.
You know what I'm saying? but we talking about that ultimate wild fight. I'm not gonna look. I love my guy Troy. You know what I'm saying? I love my guy Troy.
Don't nobody bet in the chat. Y'all better not mention that boy name. Come on, keep it pushing. Don't be disrespectful.
No. They know what I'm talking about when we talking about. Damn, like how can you stop that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they better not
like that one person. You know what I'm saying? Right now,
Troy's not him. Keep it
put
going.
it like this. The only reason why I'm not putting Lamar Jackson in that conversation because it was such short-lived. Like in 2019, if Lamar Jackson actually won the Super Bowl that year, then we would have had to put him in there just like I did Kurt Warner. But Kurt Warner is the only guy that I put in there that kind of like that statue quarterback that sit back 1, 2, 3, ball out because he was just that precise in 1999.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because like you say, that's the one thing you gotta think about. Those quarterbacks who had that longevity, who did it for.
This is a guy. This is a guy that I will put in there in the 70s, right? It's Roger Staubach. He was that guy that like, hey, how's he able to do that? You know what I'm saying? Tony Hill. Yeah. How's he able to do that? You know what I'm saying? So Dwayne Thomas, how were you able to do that from an undrafted guy that's in the Hall of Fame now? You know what I'm saying? Drew Pearson, right? Yeah. He drops back, man. We supposed to lose against Minnesota that year. You see what I'm saying? He drops back. He just finds ways to win game. Captain Comeback, the original Captain America. I wasn't alive watching him, but when I went back to watch that, I believe the people that's watching football now and wild about what you seen out of Pat Mahomes and all of that. That's how they were seeing Roger Staubach. You know what I'm saying?
I just and I agree with something I just said in the chat before you get to Roger Staubach. So we went through the 90s, but the 80s, Elway, who went to the Super Bowl, because the 49ers beat, Dan Marino and John Elway, just for people to know. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? But you know what I'm talking about? John Elway was a bad boy athletically, and he had a cannon for an arm. That boy can shoot. He can rock it. Just like Warren Moon too as well. He can run the cut.
Right. Warren Moon,
you know what I'm saying?
Poindexter, man, you live, man.
What's up, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
Man, not much, man. We chilling.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, fam. Yes, sir.
All right, then. Hey, man, look, I was just out and about, and I turned on my phone, got a notification, and I was like, okay, I got the twin on there. How you doing, twin?
What it do, my guy Poindexter? What's going on?
Man, look, I heard y'all talking about Roger Staubach. You know, I know y'all probably didn't get to see him, but I was a kid, man, and I'm sitting in front of the TV crying, man. I'm just tears, blubbering, and everything. Everybody done left. And he hits this pass to Drew Pearson, man. I go running outside, and people thinking I'm crazy. I'm like, they won. Man, that was, like you said, man, the excitement that they had. Drew Pearson was like my favorite player coming up, man. I was a big Drew Pearson fan. And, you know, this time of the year, we coming into training camp and things. And, you know, Drew Pearson made the team by running back a punt in a preseason game, and that's what made him make the team. You know, it's like these are undrafted free agents. Everson Walls made the team. Him and Michael Downs made the team because they blocked a punt, and Everson Walls picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown. That's the only way their name came, but you know, because we didn't have the content that we have now. You know, you might have maybe 1 or 2 preseason games, but that was the game that was televised. And that's what we saw. You're like, hey, man, this dude, we didn't know he was going to be a Hall of Fame, you know, wide receiver. We just like, hey, man, this dude ran a punt back, you know, like 80 yards, you know. And when you see, what was that, Terrell Davis, he made a hit on special teams play and ended up being a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? So you never know where these stories going to come from out of this camp. Now, you know, I don't like to speculate. I like to see. I want to see what's happening. I want to see how the feel of this team. Are we gonna have some concept? You know, I've been talking to you, Law, man, for like the last 2 years, man, and saying, man, we really have to have that type of identity, man, where what kind of team are we? And we do this every week. Every team knows that, you know, look, the 49ers, man, you know what you're gonna get from the 49ers. They're gonna play tough defense. They're gonna run the ball. I don't care if they getting 2 yards of carry. They gonna run the ball because they know the strength is their defense. They can't just, you know, go out there. And Kellen Moore, he just wanted to score. You know, Mike McCarthy, that was the best quote he had the whole year. Kellen wants to score. He's not thinking about winning. He's thinking about scoring. And you know, you got to think about it.
So you got to start setting yourself up to figure out not just when I win, but how I'm gonna win, you know, and if I'm winning, how I'm gonna keep the win in my pocket. And that's what great coaches do. They're not gonna allow the game to slip away from them. They're gonna make sure that they put their players in the best position to win. And I'll never forget, man, my brother hit me up. It was like 2 years ago, 2021 season, right? And he was saying, y'all about to lose. I said, why? He said, physicality. Y'all practicing pads, and that's not even your comfort.
Yeah, you know, after the game, we was like, hey, man, this is not a high-flying game. This is a game where you're going to go inch by inch, yard by yard. If you're going to play the 49ers, you're not playing big plays. You're playing inch by inch. Kelsey made one play. That was really one significant play in the game, and that was that play by Kelsey. But otherwise, man, it was tooth and nail, you know. And when you got the ball, we had them balls. 2nd and 2. Come on, man. All we got to do, even if we get 3, we talking about we in the game, man. We stand in the game, but you turn it over, going back the other way, man, and they gonna keep the ball for 8 minutes. We didn't have many possessions. You know, didn't have many possessions.
You ain't lying, man.
Say that again. Hey, we gonna hold on that ball, boy.
But that's the philosophy. That's the philosophy. You know, we got coaches this year. This is the first time that I can go in and say, hey, man, we got better coaches. Now, the Niners team, you can talk about the triplets. Everybody talk about the triplets. But we had the best defense and some of the best coaches you could have, man. These coaches they raped that team, man. Half the coaches that was on them Niners teams got to be head coaches. What's happening in San Francisco? Y'all boys getting head coaching jobs, man. You know?
Yeah, they getting head coaching jobs. But let me say this, though. Poindexter, before I let you go. Twin can contest to this. When we were playing at Domino's, when you came down to NTZ, right? We're down there. My strategy was, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna figure out how to win, but I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put some lockdown on some defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to play defense, man, because I couldn't give up no score, so I had to play the long game, man. So you got to come up with a philosophy. And I was down 3 houses. How many houses I was down, man? Come on. How many houses I was down, twin?
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Hey, man. How many houses I was down, man? I couldn't even get a piece of lead. Hey, this joke.
I heard y'all.
The moment I get some money, right? I had got 10. I said 10. He like, nah, dog, you gotta have 15 to get in. I said, hold on, man, wait a minute. Where that rule come from? As long as you and I was playing, it was 10 you win.
We could call Stu, Isom, J.R., whoever. We can call all the homies, bro. You know it was 15 to get in. We don't play no Knicks. And then 10 on up. That, you know what? Come on, man.
Hey, boy, next man, he'll beat me with the rule book and everything, man. I had 10, I had 2 10s, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get in. I had domino, bro, and I had all of the points. I couldn't get anything. And I said, man, these people were 3 houses ahead of me. Somebody was on their 4th house, man. They're just on their 4th house, starting their foundation. I still didn't have a single point, but I said, you know what? Inch by inch, I'm going to crawl and get myself in. And I can't even go for the money because this dude was 3 houses ahead of me. You know? So I had to play defense way on the other end of Poindexter. You see, he's shaking his head now because he knew I was going to bring it up. And I got it on video. I need to link that video out, man.
That's some bullshit, man.
But I got to tell you something. I got to tell you something about dominoes, man. I got to tell you this here. Now, you know, in my household, we wasn't rich. So we didn't have meat, but we always had bones. And my uncle from Lake Charles, Louisiana, you know the saying that the game is sold and not told. Now I couldn't play dominoes with him unless I put $1 on the table. Now when y'all came up with 10 to get in and all this old kind of stuff, he don't play none of that. We get nickels or whatever. He say, man, money is too hard to come by. We don't take the nickels. Money too hard to come by, baby. And I used to have to put $1 on the table to play him, you know what I mean? And learn how to play dominoes. And he didn't have no problem at taking my money. Now, he would feed me, take me everywhere, do whatever he wanted to do, but he would always take my money. And that's how I learned how to play dominoes, man. And like I say, whoever house you go to, you play by their rules. If you had twin house, he say 15 to get in, that's what we play. I go by my brother-in-law house, it's 10 to get in. I go by my partner house, it's 5 to get in. Come by my house, I'm a free man. I ain't never been in prison. It's 5 to get in. We know how it is out here. It's hard to get money out here, baby. And if you got to nick your way out of here, then hit it. What they say, the death of 1,000 cuts. We just got to nick him and nick him and nick him. Hey, man.
Appreciate you, Poindexter, man. Thank you for calling in, bro.
I'm going to get y'all youngsters on that dominoes, dog.
Look, Poindexter, so he like the Chicago Bears in '85, boy. I'm just going to run this ball.
That's it. That's digging.
People still the quarterback though. Is all it takes.
All it takes.
Just win the Super Bowl. Just win, baby.
Hey, look,
you know what I'm saying?
Look, mess around and get us playing dominoes on videotape. We'll go live, god dog it.
Man, that would be crazy.
We'll get the camera out there.
No doubt.
Get the camera angle.
Yeah, see how animated I am, though, man. Appreciate you, Poindexter.
All right, man. Much love to y'all, man.
Hold on, let me hear you say it, though. Let me hear you say it before you go.
I'm gonna let you. All right, first I'm gonna say, take care of them babies. I'm gonna say, take care of them babies, and I'm gonna say, how about them Cowboys?
Yes, indeed, man. That's my guy, man.
Let's go, man.
What your Niners guys at? See, none of your Niner guys jumping in, man.
Look, hey, gotta get the camera, one on me, one on you, and the other one on the aerial view. Slapping them bones down. You know what I'm talking about?
No doubt, man. We got a super chat from Sadiq. She said, "Lost salute. I'm so proud of the chat room. We only around 10 less likes than amount of watching today. Give yourself a round of applause, man."
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all
That's what
came
we talking
through,
about,
boy.
man.
Look at that, boy. Y'all out here,
man. They out here
adhering. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah. So Nine Dime, he's having issues getting in, man. We couldn't bring him in. Nine Dime, man. Oh, Nine Dime out.
Man, look, nine dime played 9 dimes for the internet connection, boy. He played 90 cents for the internet, boy. He look like stereos with that internet connection, boy. My man,
Oh my God.
boy, 9 dimes, boy. He got so look, hey, bro.
He getting in now. We got Nine Dime.
Bro,
Nine Dime, you in, bro?
Look, he ain't got aluminum foil. He got parchment paper on the goddamn on TV for internet.
Nah, dog. What's up, brother?
What's
She
cracking, my guy?
She said it was too big.
What you do?
What's up, fellas?
So much, man. You in here now, man.
Let's talk basketball. I got a Warriors and a Lakers fan. I'm a Celtics fan.
Oh my gosh, man!
Chris Taps.
How? I thought you in Vegas though, right? Nah.
I'm from Carolina though.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean during the '90s, it's all Jordan. I'm from Wilmington. It was all Jordan, but
that soft stuff that Jason be playing, man. Jason Tatum, he played too soft, bro. I don't think
that's the Dookie in him. That's the Dookie in him, Law.
I know. Look,
you heard that, twin? Well, you ain't.
That's the Dookie in him.
Well, you know, he from where I'm from. Well, he from where I live at right now. So his school, Chaminade, and his people still here. You know what I'm saying? So I be hearing about him all the time here in the Lou where I live at. So yeah, we are. Look, they be on his neck. And one thing we
Miles, Bradley Bill, Larry Hills. Lou got some ballers.
Yes.
How you feel about your move? 17 in the bubble. Lakers fan.
Man, you know, I claimed that ring in the bubble, but twin know, man, how I feel about LeBron James and all of those boys. You know.
Yeah.
You know when y'all fell off, when y'all lost JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard.
True.
That's when y'all fell off. That was
McGee,
but that was
underrated with that.
They played the hardest on your team, but at the end of the day, they guarded Jokic good, so you can use both of them. You know what I mean? But we see Anthony Davis, he out here boxing. He trying to get a little tougher.
I mean, he's starting now. I don't know if that's going to translate. And then I'm looking at his feet. I mean, he's reach punching, man. You know, I don't know how he even get power to that. You know, you saw how you punch twin.
I don't even know. He need to look at some land.
He look like a praying mantis out there, man.
Hey, nah, honestly, bro, I ain't gonna lie to both of y'all. I'm out here reading your boy tweet gonna say, hey, twin, tell your brother to play his reaction from y'all game when Dak threw the interception. I never saw lost so mad.
Come on, man.
That's low blow, man.
Come on, man.
Let's see how they do us, man.
Hey, but look,
how about the Golden State? How about Golden State?
Oh man, talking about game five in game 4 in Boston. How did man got to
I'm talking about last year. Yeah, y'all beat us for the champ. Hey, y'all the Lakers beat y'all handily. And I think y'all just got worse this summer.
We may have, but last time we won, we beat them Celtics, boy. And I tell you, Jalen Green still ain't got a left hand, boy. You ever seen the one-arm man? You ever seen the one-arm man? It's a movie. I don't know how old you is, 9 Dime, but it's a movie with one of the great actors in it, Harrison Ford. It's called The Fugitive. He was missing his left hand.
Yeah.
I think Jaylen Brown his left hand is missing. It ain't. Yeah, that boy left hand is absent.
It's terrible. It's terrible, man. I mean, you in the league, bro. Like none of your coaches was like, nah, this is a weakness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? None of your coaches said, nah, go to the left side. Go to the left side. This is the weakness right here. But I mean, it still did better than y'all last year, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
I only talk to Lakers fans because they only can relate. Twin, mate. Is you a Run TMC Golden State fan? Oh, okay. I would talk to his brother. Who was your brother rooting for in the 90s, Lord?
MJ.
Who? Okay, all us was MJ. And
No, not me. Not me.
My brother, he wasn't going for it. He wasn't going for
I'm not Bulls. I like now. Here's now. There's not a kid that's growing up didn't like Jordan. Now, come on, that'd be blasphemous. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan was that, but he ripped the heart out for what he did to my Magic team. Well, not my Magic team, but you know what I'm saying. My guy Magic. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it is what it is. Jordan. Yeah, Jordan killed people's careers, man. Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, in those knees, you know what I'm saying? You know, so he hurt the Utah team. You know, there's a list of teams that should have won, you know what I'm saying? But Jordan's era just destroyed all of those possibilities, though, you know.
Yeah, except Houston. You still right. Hey, dream is still dream, man.
Yeah. And then he killed the dynasties off, man, because of his situations. Now I know that he technically never beat the Celtics, but it was like the end of the mark with them. And then not the Boston team, but the Detroit. They had to change the rule for on Jordan, man.
Yeah,
Detroit was just
one team had a chance in the 90s. If Penny didn't get hurt and Shaq would have stayed,
that would have been nice. But honestly, though, I would have loved to see him in Akeem go at it. I think that would have been.
That was my dream.
I would have loved, man. We could go back in time for sure.
Because Luke Longley didn't stand a chance. That was like everybody had a mismatch. Jordan had a mismatch, but Trey offensively and defensively.
Yeah. The Sonics, man. They talked about Seattle Sonics.
Sonics ain't had no center. You gotta have a center to beat Jordan.
Yeah.
That's why Shaq can beat Jordan. You gotta have a center.
Until Jordan came back the next year and they swept them.
Yeah, next thing. Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm surprised none of y'all mentioned this yet. Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead, Trey.
Reggie Miller?
Reggie.
Reggie.
Oh, we love Reggie. The New Year killer, Reggie Miller.
Boy was good too, though. For the Knicks, Starks. You know.
Nah, dog. Starks, dog.
Allen Houston. What was Starks and who else?
That's towards the end. You talking about the second?
The second time. Allen Houston, Sprewell. Hey, you see where he didn't go to state.
Lachelle, Chokewell. I mean, Petey Carlissimo.
PJ Carlissimo.
Hey, if they had Instagram, Twitter, there,
man, it was crazy. Oh yeah, it was already crazy because it came on the news. So I lunches and that's when the word spread word of mouth. You know, you call your cousin, and then he calls somebody. He calls some. It's around the nation, but. Everybody looking at their coach for a Sprewell moment after that. Coaches relax after that. You were like, oh man.
He was the Samuel Jackson of basketball.
He was the Undertaker. He had the choke slam.
The trail. Those were the good old days, though, because that's when ESPN was Sports Center and it was pure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had got real analysis of the game. We got the real stuff from the game, man.
We had more documentaries too, like ESPN Classics, NBA Hardwood Classics. They didn't talk about the game. They played the games back. Like
we used to watch it on the
Rashad coming in, Rashad inside the NBA. You know
that's why y'all are so important. That's why the new media is so important. If we can get the visual rights and you could really break down. But it's no fantasy land over here. This is all logic. This is why we love it.
Man, they know that.
And like with Twin, like I feel him. Roger Craig posted been in the Hall of Fame. How, bro? He got more rings than Terrell Davis. And as I recall, Joe Montana used to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? He was just dropping that thing off to Roger.
For sure.
He dropped that thing off, man.
Man, hey, man. He got
800,
back-to-back
800. You know what I'm saying?
He got back-to-back Super Bowls. He the catalyst. Okay, Jerry break the long one on the slant, Johnny Taylor, but the hard was Roger and them high knees.
High knees, man.
Them high
I ain't get
knees.
no respect though.
Yeah, they sometimes with that, when you got a dynasty, some people get left off because you got that dynasty. Like, oh,
That's
he
what I
wasn't
told.
that good.
Yeah.
That's what I told my brother about Darren Woodson.
Darren Woodson,
That's
Woody.
what happened to Darren Woodson, bro.
That's what I told him. I said, bro, it ain't that he ain't good. It's just that he had so many other people that were like these big superstars that it overshadowed him. And then by the time people looked at him, it was other safeties not as good, but just as more recognizable because they want the 6 or 7 best players on the team.
Yeah, Nate Newton as well. I mean, he got a case. Me and Law, we HBCU. Nate got a big case.
Big Nate got a big case, man, but they'll never view it as that because you know
he was riding in that van.
Yeah, undrafted guy and all of that stuff. So it's
John
crazy.
Madden's favorite player. That's crazy.
Yeah, John Madden's favorite. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Hey man, man, I appreciate you for calling in, Chief.
Yes, sir. Y'all stay cool, man. It's about to be 100.
For sure, man.
It's crazy, man.
Hey, who you got on the fight though, man?
Man, I'm about to put my ticket in. I was going with Crawford, but Spence is very technical, man. It's feeling like Hagler and Sugar Ray. I'm glad we talking about this because this is why I want to call y'all. Because Swimmer could be on that box. He'd be on that box in Law too. So Spence got the toughness. That man survived death. But his fundamentals and his training is up to par. And he be coming out here rocking with Floyd a lot. But Crawford is the real one. He got the Hagler with him.
He do.
You know, his mom used to send him on $10.
He got the Hagler?
He got the Hagler.
Whoa. I think Errol Spence is more Hagler in my opinion.
Nah.
Hagler is a forward guy. He go hit you. His pressure is nonstop. Your boy Terrence Crawford, he take the first 3-4 rounds kind of not off, but he kind of assessing. If you look at Hagler and how he came out there against Sugar Ray or Tommy Hearns, he's putting pressure the whole time, and he's switching because he bringing that heat.
I'm saying Hagler because he can switch southpaw, and traditional, but the mentality, you got to realize his mom used to send him out on the street to fight the kids for $10. You know what I'm saying? He got sisters who was probably starting mess just to see him knock somebody out in Nebraska. He from another different type of cloth with the toughness aspect. And he been locked in the hole with Von Arum. Like, we really haven't seen the best of him. But his power with the left hand and the right hand is incredible. Right now,
he can get touched though.
He can get touched. That's why I'm going with Earl. I feel like Earl got the better coach.
Earl got the better coaching too, though.
But the
only thing is, we were robbed of the fight because it should have happened. How many years ago, Twin?
Man, 4?
About 4 or 5 years ago.
19.
But hey, man, look, we getting in there though.
We getting in there. You don't forget it, man.
Listen, you know how hard it is. Hey, ain't gonna lie. The boxing guys this year, I know it's football channel. Boxing this year in 2023 has put on a phenomenal clinic from January until now. I'm talking about I have been more than happy about the amount of matches I've seen, the fights we have gotten. They have been.
Ain't it been a good turnout out here,
bro? They cook
like Javante and Garcia. It was a lot of people out here, bro.
For sure.
From the south, from the east. Like, they've been thirsting for boxing. And this one right here, they out here. Like, it's everybody been talking about it. Like, who you got. Because I've been going back and forth.
It's a 50-50 though, my guys. Just how you wake up feeling. Do you feel like pressure, consistent body blows with a good jab, and
Yeah.
the ability to be a ring general will win, or are you saying a counter puncher with the ability to pivot and be ambidextrous with both sides of the hands, who's quick, got a snappy release instead of a long elongated release to get power? Like, you can go back and forth with the IQ of Crawford compared to with the steadiness of Errol Spence Jr., man. Man, listen, y'all don't understand what we about to see in the next couple of weeks, bro. Y'all don't understand.
Yeah. And both it's gonna be endurance. I'm going with Earl. I feel like boy, Shay. You know, Jerry gonna be out here. Jerry's definitely gonna be out here, you know what I mean, for the fight. But I feel like Earl, I mean, he got a second chance on life. You know what I mean? He got a second chance on. He didn't break no bones. Y'all hear me? He didn't break no bones.
Did y'all see the video,
bro?
bro?
To fight this fight right here.
Hey,
He
man,
been
listen,
waiting on this.
If
He been
anybody
waiting
know
on
about,
this one.
hey, tell him 9-9. If you can go through a car accident the way he did, and you already know how hard it is to box in general,
Come on,
and
now.
to be the best of the best in boxing, but bro,
Come
to
on.
turn around, man, and to recover, didn't take no fights off, and man, look, that right
He
there.
didn't even have a warm-up fight, twin.
Night, come on, and then guess who he fought though, my guy?
Yes.
He didn't fight no rinky dink. People think he went out here and fought like a sorry dude. This dude fought.
Nah.
Bro.
Nah, he kept the momentum alive. And then once I saw Jerry was showing him so much love, and then let him do it at the Star, and then he really put some people in the seats at A&T Stadium. So I feel like if he win this one, the next one will be in Cowboy Stadium. Or if Crawford win, that joint will be in Nebraska.
Man,
you know what I mean?
look,
We could do the football stadium. Like boxing is that big. Cause they got the hometown base. Like this is actually some old Big 8, Big 12 stuff right here. You got Nebraska fans, you got the Texas fans, you know what I'm saying? But and they had their crime. You know what I mean? It's not like when we was growing up and Vander was a little older and Mike Tyson was older. Nah, these boys still young. They still got something in them.
And they throw them things too, man. They both hard-headed. They both take a lick. They both can fight on their back foot. They both can fight on their front foot. They both can, you know, they can adjust. They can attack the body. They can do they can, whatever you need them to do, they can do it. And they can adapt. They can have 4 to 5 games playing throughout the entire 12 rounds. I believe this is my opinion. I'll say it real fast. Bud win if he knocks out Crawford. Bud wins if he knocks out Spence. Spence win if this thing goes to 12. If it goes 12, I'm going Arrow.
Yeah, he go there. Hey, 9-9. Hey, 9-9. Watch y'all mess up twin right quick. Watch y'all mess him up right quick.
That's my baby.
Whoa, what the hell? Hold on, wait a minute, bro. Hey,
she fight this weekend too. Y'all make sure y'all check in on her.
Yeah,
make sure y'all
fight this weekend, man. You know what I'm saying?
She fighting this weekend. I be seeing on Twitter, twin. You know what I'm saying?
You already know her. You know, listen here. Listen here.
You know, last time she
fight, man.
Vegas, like, I gotta go to the loo. I was like, what you going to the loo for? You know what I'm saying? But nah, man.
Alicia, boy.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. She had an interview too, guys, with Cam Newton. Y'all can check out. It's about 45-30 minutes long, man. Y'all get to look at her.
She very active on Twitter, Instagram. I mean, her form is impeccable.
Man, her form, man. Like 9-9, you'll be doing the dishes. You'll be folding the clothes, man.
Hey, you'll
be washing the car, cutting the grass, man. Because she gonna say, what?
I got
Nah. We even don't get there. We don't get to that point. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be bugging up. She got breakfast in the morning. Hey, I'm gonna tell her, you gotta do some road work.
Hey, I went to her IG page, man, and this dude was like, yeah, I could take a punch in the gut.
Nah, bro.
This dude was coughing up his spleen, man. She She punched that man.
It happened. She hit him.
Oh, she hit him in the gut, dog. He fell to his knees. To Hades. He went to Hades, dog.
And y'all trying to have me in the kitchen like that? No. That's my baby. Whatever she needs, fruits, vegetables, alkaline water. Hey, I'm gonna help her to become the Hall of Famer that she is ready to become. Undisputed. You see how many belts my baby got? She got a lot of belts. You know what I'm saying? She looking out here looking like Tommy the Hitman Hearns. You know what I'm saying? And she from Detroit. She got mad belts, dog.
Hey, she said she had you back in the ceilings over there, like, I got the cobwebs every day.
We got names for that. Boy, I'm over there like Bandini Brown. I'm over there.
Hey, $9. I'm vacuuming out the AC vents. I'm going to
that's your job. That's your job.
That's your job, man.
Yeah, I'm 6'4". She like, hate that. Let's go hoop.
You want me to fold the clothes? I got to fold it for you, man. All right, man. Hey, we're going to have to wrap this up, man. One more thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, I'm cleaning the top of the ceiling fan with with a goddamn, not a toothpick.
Toothbrush.
No, not a toothbrush. What thing you stick in your ear to clean your
Q-tip.
ear? I'll clean it with a Q-tip. I'll clean the top of the fan with a Q-tip, baby.
That's
you might be cleaning the fan with
I'm just a massage therapist. You know what I mean? I'm just a massage therapist.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, $9, man. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Peace.
Good call from a man. That's my guy, $9, man. Terry, man, come on, man. You've been waiting patiently, dog. Talk to me before we get on up out of here, fam.
Man, what's up?
Nothing to it, man. Holler at me, man. What you got?
Hey, y'all watch baseball or basketball or something else?
Basketball.
I love baseball.
Baseball pretty cool. What's good? What you got?
Man, I'm stressed right now. I'm stressed about my team. It's boring in football. It's boring in football. It's boring in the sports world right now. Man.
Oh man, it dead dry right now, man. It's only speculation right now we can talk about. You know what I'm saying? And it's really nothing on the table, bro, until like about 2-3 weeks from here.
Who y'all most excited about in training camp?
Me, I'm excited about the new philosophy. I can't wait to see, because we're gonna have a different philosophy on offense now, but we're not gonna see any of those installments until probably like the second week of training camp. But the guy that I'm excited about are the underdogs. I'm the dirt end kid. I like the Jalen Monroe Crawford. He's the dark horse for mine. I like to hear the story of Malik Davis, seeing if he can bounce back for his second year on his team. The Deuce Vaughn story, I'm looking for him. He's 5'5" guy. Shout out to the underdogs. The most exciting thing that I really want to know is how this defense is going to look with Mozzie. Is he going to be able to really gobble up the double teams or force double teams to allow other people to eat? I'm looking for Sam Williams to step up. The other guy that I'm really rooting for on the defensive side of the coin is the Izzy Makamu guy. See if he can bring it back for another year. Deron Bland, see what he can do for his second season, as well as Overshown. So I have a lot of guys that I will be looking for during training camp, and it's only 63 spots. I tell people this every year. 90 guys going to go into training camp, but they're going to end up with only 63. And 10 from the 63 are going to be your practice squad guys. So my eyes will be wide open, man, for the training camp, and I can't wait. Who you got on your side, Twin?
Man, listen here. It's so good to see that these young boys, you know how it is. You always like to see the young boys coming into camp. And so with me, again, like I told you earlier, I want to see, we got this guy named Feliciano. Yeah, we got him from the Indianapolis Colts. So we got a big boy. I told you earlier about our offensive line.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what he gonna look like. We got this guy by the name Samuel Womack. He a defensive back. He pretty much like a nickel. Womack, he played last year. He was a good dude, man. I love what he was doing. What I heard from OTAs. We also got this guy by the name of Danny Gray.
Last
year.
Yeah, I know that is
looking like
Texas guy.
Texas guy. I'm definitely want to see where he get an opportunity to kind of go downfield. Hopefully, he has learned how to run some shorter routes. You know what I mean? Not just the deep routes, and also his blocking. I'm looking forward to seeing. Man, it's a lot of Drake Jackson that I mentioned earlier, man. Our second round draft pick, and who else? Hufanga. I want to see what he's going to do. And last,
is Womack related to Bobby?
I don't know if he's related to Bobby though. But,
Bobby Womack, baby.
Look, Bobby Womack is. Did he pass? No, I don't think he. Yes, he did. He got up out of here. But anyway, Bobby did. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. man.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing those guys. And this is a guy named Demario McCurry Ball. He's a linebacker. So we lost Algiers, whatever his name. I can't.
Yeah. I know you're talking
about.
Who
talking about.
Yeah. Algiers, Shores. Yeah. Guy.
We lost the linebacker. Our third, he was our number 3 linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So whenever we was not in the nickel, you know what I mean, and not in the dive coverage, he came in and played when we had more of a base defense, and we lost him. But this guy's coming in, McCarry Ball. I love the way he's looking as well. So there's a couple guys that I want to look that's going to get an opportunity since we lost some big boys.
I didn't ask y'all, are y'all changing up your quarters defensive scheme or dropping 5 and 6 and letting your front 7 good up front field, or are y'all changing up the entire defensive philosophy?
Well, the guy said, Steve Wilkes said he's want to keep majority of what we have established already. I mean, when you have the number 1 defense, and the year before then was a top 5 defense, you don't want to change up too much. But what we also want to do is teams usually are able to kind of get a couple good runs on us on third down and easy passes on the third down because we do play some of the zone. We don't man up as much.
Man, y'all play the hell of zone, man. Y'all drop 6 DBs, drop back. I'm just like, God dog.
You got the DBs to play man.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is, if people follow your boy Steve Wilkes and what he did with the Panthers last year, he's more of a DB coach specializing in that area. So I think we're going to play a lot more man with Travarius Ward, who's a wonderful man corner. And then we have Diamino Lenoir, who is a better, he's a good zone, but he played man in college in Oregon. So I'm looking forward to seeing that we've been a little more versatile, and I think we will blitz more this year. So the 49ers never blitzed in years past, but I believe we will have a higher blitz rate. So you might see Drake Greenlaw coming in on the blitz. You might see a lot of nickel. We got this guy by the name Oliver out of Atlanta as our nickel as well, coming out blitz.
Oh, Isaiah Oliver.
Isaiah Oliver. We got him now. And so he's a bigger guy as well. So I think we will blitz at least like a 5 to 8% more this year than we did last year.
Are you worried about losing D'Amico Ryans to the Texans?
No. I love D'Amico, but I think we have enough veteran on all 3 levels. So the linebackers, and the DB, we still have a nice set of veterans in there. So I think they will continue to just keep that thing going, you know.
Yeah.
Are you worried about losing out on Robbie Gould since he's on the market now?
Yes. I am worried about losing out on Robbie Gould, man.
They can still go get him. He's still on the market. We
use our first draft pick, man, for our 3rd round draft pick. We use him, you know what I'm saying, for
that's why y'all drafted the kicker. That's too high.
Yeah, man.
Why y'all just keep the kicker, man? Why you keep? He wasn't like Robbie Gould was like sus or anything.
Robert Gould was old. He's 39.
Yeah, I think he was like $7 to $8 million too, man.
Oh, okay. He was $8 million kicker. Oh.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for a kicker, man. This is dope, man.
A lot of kicking, man. But losing out on your kicking also changed the philosophy on how you play, according to our staff, Terry. We got down inside of 20 in the second. Second and 2. We was like, we were still shocked. Because the previous game, this kicker literally missed every kick, Twin, against the Buccaneers. He literally missed 5 kicks in a row. So we were like, all right, we're going to just try to go for it. On second 2, we go empty. But it was a philosophy, for what I heard, that they were kind of worried about the kicker. So they changed up some plays.
I mean, then you didn't even get in the red zone. You barely got in the red zone against San Francisco because Dak was trash.
Well, he said Dak was trash. Well, let's say this. When you playing the style of defense that the 49ers play, I wish that they were with the mindset of just continue to blitz because Dak is better against the blitz. But when you drop 6 and 7 DBs in the coverage, it just messed him up, man. Shoot, just like the Denver's game. The name of the game with Dak Prescott, if his wide receivers are not able to get that separation because he like to throw it to the open man, and he's trying to squeeze the ball into a Noah Brown or squeeze the ball into some of his wide receivers like not the Cedric Wilson, but that happened last year, the year before last, to a Gallup, and not that trust, shoot, it's going to be picked off. And I like that style of defense that the 49ers was able to throw at Dak Prescott. It really did confuse the brother out there, and it confused the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, but the 49ers don't got a blitz. They got everybody is coming.
No.
They don't got a blitz at all.
No. Everybody ain't coming. Everybody is disciplined. Like literally on 2nd and 2, if Fred Warner or the other Dre Greenlaw, I think it was the 2 linebackers. Y'all only had 2 linebackers on that play. Was it a twin? Or y'all just run dime on that play? Yeah, no, y'all had the 2 linebackers.
Yeah, 2 linebackers. We nickel.
If y'all didn't play the sticks, if one of your guys step up inside, right, to stop a run, that's gonna be a trunk play. But nah, they said, you know what, we're gonna sit on the route. Y'all set on routes, y'all embrace and y'all gave the run. They were playing what we call pass defense. They gave you the run. We give you the underneath, but they relied on their front 4 to win their battles and their linebackers to slow until you, what they call linebackers, slow until you what? No, slow until you know.
Not only that, I think also, bro, they also depending on the what is it called? Like, we thought that Kellen Moore would go back and call plays that he has already called before. And the interception that we caught in that, I think CD was in the slot, I believe, on the left-hand side. He threw that ball. He threw that ball early in the game, the same formation, and that's why my man broke on it. Jimmy Ward did. So
Jimmy Ward, that's what I meant to say.
Jimmy Ward, he broke on that joker, man. And people got to realize when your tendencies and you don't stop it, those good teams and that good linebacker like a Fred Warner or a long tenured
Dre Greenlaw
back, like no, it was Fred Warner, and then it was Jimmy Ward who called it out though. Like those guys who've been playing and seeing a lot of football, they had the understanding of the tendency and knew how to audible and get over there and catch that ball, man. So you need those veteran players, and that's what happens when you got a team that y'all try to keep together for a long time. That's when that cohesion and that chemistry come into play.
No doubt, man. It's a marathon show now, man. I appreciate you, Terry, man. But you're right. You know, Dak Prescott, he didn't play his best performance in that game. So many people think that I'm giving him a cushion for that. But no, I've said that he in 2nd and 2, at some point that clock got to click on, and he got to go out there and win that game. For example, the same set of circumstances, and this is not me beating up Dak Prescott for those who are out there watching, but that same set of circumstances happened in the Super Bowl. Look at that play. I think it was about 2 or 3 minutes left on the clock. Pat Mahomes with one leg.
Man, that was
he dropped back. He dropped back. All of the receivers were covered. What'd he do, twin? He did that. Run like a little toddler out there with one leg.
Not needed, slew-footed.
Not needed and slew-footed and got that about a 15 to 16 yard scamper because it wasn't nothing there.
I can't believe we lost that game. Should have won that too.
You don't believe that, Terry?
Yes, we should have. Yes, we should
have won.
Yes, we should have won that game. I don't care.
Man, listen here, Terry. It's all right.
Yo. But it happened to most teams, man. 31 teams out there in the night, 32 teams collectively, and 31 teams gonna say, "Man, damn, we should have won that game." You know what I'm saying?
He might be he the new Jordan. He a new Jordan or Brady.
He sure is.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, Terry, man. Thank you for calling in, Chief.
Make sure you continue to like and sub to the channel, my guy.
Let's go, man. Hey, final words for you, man. I know that's my guy Boss saying, but we gonna say it over here too. Final words for the twin.
Final words, man. Hey, it's Wonderful Wednesday, man. Y'all take it easy. Go on here, relax. Make sure y'all go to my channel, Twin Empire. We'll go try to run it up. Try to get me to 500 followers. I just made 300, man. So we're trying to go to 400 and 500 into a stack. So y'all make sure y'all hit my channel, man. Twin Empire on YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you give your favorite real brother some love from another mother. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother say, hold it down like Danny Glover. You know, this is America, baby. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Not America scene, but this is America, baby.
Hey, man, you know, you said it the best way, man, because at the end of the day, y'all, it's football season in a couple of weeks, you know, and we're going to do just that. We're going to bring the football flavor. We're going to give you guys some updates on what's going on in training camp from our best abilities, him from the 49ers land, and then, of course, me from the Cowboys world, you know. But at the end of the day, man, appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. Thank those who joined. Be sure to hit that like, share this content. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Let's go.
And make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I continue to hit them flames in the chat, baby. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Y'all know who the best is, man. Cowboys.
23 MJ.
Give me my thing.